Hello, hello, hi, Pat, hi, Yuzu, hi, Elaine. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm a little bit slow going today. I think it's all the meat that I ate and it's sort of coming through my system and making me sleepy. Those who enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday, they understand. They understand how turkey can do messed up things to you.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, Shrek! I just missed him. You could hear him though. I could hear that he was there. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Hope you're all doing well. Just put a personal ham in the oven? I mean, when you say personal, does that mean that you're not sharing with the class? Because you better be sharing with the class. I hope you brought enough for everyone. You can't just tell me. You can't just tell me that and not send me a little slice of ham in the mail. You know Yuzu's gonna want some. You shouldn't have told us. You shouldn't have told us. There's 2.7 pounds? That's very small. How big was this pig? You need at least 1 pound of ham for yourself? How big was this pig? Big pig. Big pig. Hello. Hello, everybody. Eddie, we're getting off topic. We're talking about hams. We're talking about turkey. We don't need to be talking about hams and turkey. They got bacon! No! No! R.I.P. I'm sure she's fine somewhere in Piggy Heaven, aka V Ranch. aka the barnyard. Back at the barnyard. I do still want to finish that game. At this point though, I'm like maybe I would just return to it next year. I mean, I've never played it. Bacon's the only one who's played it. Bacon's the only one who's played it. So anyway, today we are ending Noirvember. Noirvember over, guys. It's the last day of Noirvember. We are playing a small little game called Little Locked Rooms, which is a fun little sort of detective mystery. What I imagine is inspired by the Francis Glessner Lee Nutshell Studies of Unexplained Death. The mother of forensic science. But maybe it's just sort of a lucky coincidence. I don't know. But we're doing these little dollhouse mystery puzzle mysteries. I'm very excited about it. I like dolls. I like detective stuff. I'm excited to get into it and show off a little game that maybe you've not heard about. I think. Oh.
Piggy dipping at the piggy pond.
I think Pat told me about this game. I will take a sippy, even though I'm full of so much liquid right now. So much liquid. Oh. Thank you, though. Thank you. Recently I've been, I was afraid that I might get sick again for a third time this month. So I have been drinking so much water. I dedicated like a big, you know, like an athletic jug. You know how they have like the big jugs of Gatorade? I love my hamster water bottle. You've been feeling a cold oncoming this past week. It's fucked up. What the hell's going on? It's fucked up. But anyways, I have a big Gatorade bottle of water that I've been drinking. And I'm so hydrated. More hydrated than I've been in a while. So, hi, Gore. Welcome on in. I'm not sure if I said hi to Maggie, but hi, Maggie. I'm fine. Okay, well, you better knock on wood or something. I hope that all of you are feeling well this holiday season. And that, you know, that your bellies are big and round, and that your holiday decorations are sexy and fun and that you get to spend time with the people that you love. Yay! Oh ho ho! Hello everybody. Santa was at the mall today. Pat, what were you doing at the mall? Santa, oh my god. I know him! I know him! Making a list. Ooh, you better be checking it twice if you know what I mean. You know, you gotta find out who's naughty or nice. He was sat in front of a big gingerbread bouncy castle. Oh my god, I want to see Santa bouncing in the gingerbread bouncy castle. I saw Yuzu did not come say hi. Naughty. Naughty behavior from Yuzu. What do you have to say about that? You needed to go get your Chinese food lunch? A succulent Chinese meal? What is the crime? Enjoying a succulent Chinese meal? I'm getting way off topic. Chinese feudal lunch. Oh no. That's not good for anybody, I don't think. You can't fault me for getting lunch. It's true. I really can't. It's a very important meal that I often forget to eat until about like 5 minutes before stream, and then I decide to eat something. I go, oh, I'm gonna heat something up really quick in the microwave, and I can eat that really fast. And I'm like, oh, I heated this up so hot that I have to eat it really slow. Actually, this was a big mistake. That totally didn't happen today, and that's totally not why we're 30 minutes late. That totally was something. It was something else. Actually, I'm right on time. Came home with so many leftovers, you made out like a bandit? Oh, don't have to cook for days? I realized something about myself. Congrats on the 3-stream streak, Maggie. Yippee! I hate leftovers. I don't hate Thanksgiving, but I hate leftovers, and it's like not even that I'm like, hey, those leftovers are not gonna taste good. It's like I know those leftovers are gonna taste good, but pretty much immediately after I eat, after I like pig out on Thanksgiving, I am like, I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. I maybe the mashed potatoes and corn. And those are like the two things that are like solid for me till the end of time. But other than that, I'm like, I don't want leftovers. I don't want them. It's just how my brain is wired. I like yesterday, I was like, I can't do it. I need to make orange chicken. I had orange chicken instead. I was like, nope. I can't bring myself to eat a ton more ham and mashed potatoes and stuff. The sweet yams with the marshmallows, that stuff is good. That stuff is good. I am partial to sweet potato. It's a lot of mush is the problem with it, especially when it's a leftover. I just wanted to sink my teeth into something crunchy. And that's usually what the problem is with leftovers for me, is like, I don't like eating mush. I need texture. I need to break my teeth on something. But I'm sure, like, I don't know, probably for dinner tonight I'll be fine. And then I've got a lot of bread that I gotta get through, and I know I'm gonna enjoy that bread and cranberry. Sweet potatoes? I actually don't know what your mom brought home. I do love a sweet potato casserole. That one's ranked pretty high for me, though I haven't made one in a while. I almost made a cranberry compote cheesecake, or like a cheesecake with a cranberry compote on top. But my friend brought a bunch of pies. So I was like, I do not need to make dessert. But still, I'm like, goddamn, I don't want sweet potato pie, which is what we have left over. I'm like, I don't want that. I want cheesecake. So I'm like, fuck, I might go to the store and get some cream cheese and make a cheesecake. Oh, the Minky is fed up with me. Mink is leaving the room. Hold on. I have to let the baby out. All right. The baby has been removed. You guys are insane. It was just Thursday. You weren't says the guy who wasn't visited by the the turkey fairy. You didn't leave green bean casserole out for the turkey fairy? Get a load of this guy. He left you all his leftovers because you left him a little bit of green bean? It was crazy. It was a crazy day. I don't know. I'm like trying to think of like what's even worth like bringing up other than the fact that like we made and ate a lot of food in a very small kitchen. To you, the day the turkey visited was the most important day of your week. To me, it was Thursday. So true. So true. My favorite thing that I made was I just made like a big batch cocktail with cider and rum and some spices and a little bit of butter in there, and that was so good and tasty. And then I bought this like whipped cream. There was like vodka infused whipped cream that I did not read the instructions for, and it said in big letters, well, in small letters, it said, "Do not refrigerate. Do not refrigerate." And guess what? My ass went, "This is cream. I have to put it in the fridge." And so then our fancy whipped cream didn't work, and I wasted $10. But whatever. Whatever. I still had a lovely time anyways. And I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, it's like a fun little thing to try." And it didn't work. I'm like, I didn't care if it didn't work. It was a special holiday treat that I only maybe got to use half of. No, I know. After I had like a few little things of it, it was like high alcohol content. It was like 10% alcohol content in whipped cream. Like that's insane. But it was basically like taking like shots, right? They were like shots of whipped cream. Like I just kind of would like regular whipped cream on my alcoholic beverage, actually. I don't think I want the whipped cream to taste like that. The whipped cream I want to be the part that I'm like yummy yummy whipped cream. I don't want the whipped cream to taste bad. Does that make sense? So it was a fun little experiment. It's a fun little experiment that I've learned my lesson. And also, I'm not gonna put it in the fridge again. If I ever get it again. Which I probably won't. Hi, Kiki! Hi, Kiki. Welcome on in. I just remembered that I have like a little coffee blender, like a little immersion, what are they, milk frother? I can like make my own whipped cream so easy. I forgot I can do that. That's the kind of thing that you would have, and then 15 minutes later, you would go, "You should feel my face." Poor Yuzu. Poor Yuzu. Cannot tolerate alcohol. Now use that for whippets. If I wasn't 30 years old, if I wasn't an old dog who doesn't know shit, I didn't learn that one in the DARE program. And to be honest, it scares me. So I will not be doing that. Also, it's broken because I put it in the fridge. Oh, I'm sure somebody did though. Oh, I'm sure somebody did. But yeah, so that was what my Thursday was like. And I hope that you ate so much food and enjoyed every second of it. And didn't get into any fights with family. Smile. Let's play a video game. You guys want to play a video game? I have to switch the music over. We're gonna play a video game now. Okay, this is a little loud for me. I'll turn it up for you a little bit. Okay. How jaunty. Ooh! I'm so excited. Okay, so there's, I think, 6, those, I don't know what this is. There's 6 things to unlock. There's 2 chapters available. We'll start at the beginning. Oh my god, wait, no, I see. Oh, so this is like 2 parts of one mystery. And then this is a mystery. And oh, so we've got 6 little mysteries to solve. Oh, or 4? 4, and some of them have multiple chapters. I'm so excited. Yay! Isn't this so cute? I said it earlier on in the stream. I'll be your little Wikipedia article right now for a moment. Early forensic science, right? This is something that I learned about in like a weird art history class. But there's a woman, her name is Frances Glessner Lee. She's considered to be the mother of forensic science. You know, like 100 years ago when people didn't really understand what the fuck they were doing as far as like being detectives. And they were overlooking a fuck ton of evidence. Not like people don't overlook a fuck ton of evidence today, but back then, you know, people didn't have any idea what they were doing. She created a bunch of little dollhouse sets to train people into how to like look for details in a crime scene to be able to piece together what possibly happened. And they were usually, you know, they were immaculate and they were incredibly detailed. She was like using the knowledge that she had like building miniatures as a kid to make these like detailed crime scenes where like there would be like these little like doll characters and they would be like bloated, you know, they would be like bloated or blue, and like all of like you would perform an autopsy just I guess looking into this little dollhouse and figuring out what the hell happened. And it's like so many details. It's crazy. I really want to see one in real life. I think it's just really cool. As somebody who really likes dolls and really likes little details and really likes detective stuff, I'm like, oh, that's such an interesting thing that it's not really something that people, you know, have ever really heard about. Are they in a museum? I think they're in the Smithsonian, or at least they were. I was looking up stuff about it recently. The Frances Glessner Lee nutshells. Yeah, the Smithsonian American Art Museum. They had an exhibition. Oh, and they also, they've got like a 360 VR thing. I'm gonna be looking at that at some point. But yeah, so I don't know if that's what this is referencing, but it definitely like makes me think of that, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. It like really, there's like so many details to like look at every little thing of like what happened, and there's red herrings, and I'm just like, oh, that's so, I don't know, it makes my brain go brr. But let's get started with the game, I think. Play. There we go. The following is a true story that occurred a few years back. On a cold winter day, an infamous thief managed to steal a jewel of remarkable value. That weather would also make my brain go brr. But that was pretty good. +2. As he made his escape, however, he made a blunder. A witness caught a glimpse of him fleeing in a red truck. A little red truck hauling a Christmas tree. The police promptly answered the call and gave chase. After a few hours of driving down the road, they found the truck they were after. However, when they took a peek inside, they realized the driver had already exited the vehicle. No. Oh. My headphones are making a weird noise. One moment. Cool headphones. Cool headphones that love to break all the time. Hold on a second. I genuinely don't know what's up with these things, aside from the fact that they connect with a USB port instead of an audio jack. But I'm this close to buying just a regular audio jack for these because I don't really care that these headphones light up. I would much rather that I not have to like plug the thing in and out all the time. Oh well. Sigh. We're all good now though. Except now we don't have game audio? What the fuck? I literally just unplugged and plugged in my headphones. Hey, what the fuck? Audio devices probably got reset in Windows. So fun and awesome. Are the other things working at all anymore? Hold on. Oh, this is so fun! They're all broken! I'm so normal. What the hell? How the hell am I supposed to fix this? This is some non-negotiable stuff. This is huh? What do I do now? The audio is not... The audio is just broken in OBS now? I genuinely don't know what to do aside from what, like, restarting stream? Because everything broke. If I went to go play Spotify right now... Oh, well, Spotify's working, actually. That's crazy.
Oh, hello there.
Shrek's working. Do I have to reopen the game, maybe? I'm trying to think of, like... Okay, I'm gonna reopen Sammy. Let's see if Zbat knows how to talk. Okay, Zbat knows how to talk, so I think I have to reopen Sammy? Because the audio's not coming through properly for that. Yes, I was listening to Deco Nina monitoring, thank you.
Piggy dipping! Piggy dipping at the piggy pond.
Piggy dipping at the piggy pond. Okay. So that's working now. Now, I think I just have to close out of the game and reopen it. This is not the game's fault. This is, I don't know, I guess my computer's, my headphones' fault. The only reason I don't have an audio jack, like I'm not buying an audio jack right away, honestly, is because I might have one hiding somewhere and I feel like I should look for it. I should at least try to look for it first, you know? I should at least make an attempt. Jolted Dash? Jolted Ash? Jolty Dash? Welcome on in. Hello. Feel free to tell me which of those or something completely different is how you say your name. Welcome on in and thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. Hi. Oh my gosh. Dosh is fine. Perfect. Welcome on in. If you don't know me, I am Beezy. I'm a Jersey Devil VTuber who does live 2D rigging and has silly side adventures on the weekend. Today we are celebrating the last day of Noirvember with a little game by the name of Little Locked Rooms. My audio is not working for me right now. So we're trying to solve that problem. Is this... So that's, Oh, there we go! There we go! Welcome on in. Okay, we got everything working. We got it working again. I think everything. Z-Bat knows how to talk. You know, the Stream Deck stuff. Do we got Stream Deck stuff working? Okay, that works. That works. Everything's working again. One thing I'm just going to... One thing I'm just gonna quick adjust. Let me just remove that channel. Okay, cool. We're all good. Sorry, it's very gray colored right now. The only model always looks lovely with so many colors. I'm slightly saturated. All the color gone. Well, this month we are celebrating Noirvember. It's the very last day of Noirvember, so we're doing a little detective game. We do this every year. We play some detective games and have a lovely time solving mysteries for the month of November or Noirvember. And yeah. I'm gonna get into it now because I've been yapping for like 30 minutes. We'll play for realsies now. I hope you had a wonderful stream though. If you have to head out and do some post-stream care, you are more than welcome to do so. Oh gosh, it was an exhausting month. Especially for me. I got sick twice. And I had a fun time hanging out with my friends for a long time. But I also fell very far behind on my work. And also hanging out with your friends, I went out and explored so much and I exhausted my little body by running all around, showing my friends cool places. But yeah, if you have to head out, Dosh, and do some post-stream care, you're more than welcome to do so. You're more welcome to hang out and talk as much as you want to. Whatever feels right for you, we will take good care of your raiders regardless. Okay, where were we on this? True story that occurred a few years back. Cold winter day, infamous thief managed to steal a jewel of remarkable value. As he made his escape, however, he made a blunder. A witness caught a glimpse of him fleeing in a red truck. The police promptly answered the call and gave chase. After a few hours driving down the road, they found the truck they were after. You're tired, but you'll definitely be here. Always wanted to meet you as a streamer more. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to meet you too. However, when they took a peek inside, they realized the driver had already exited the vehicle. A set of footprints went from the vehicle into a small cabin. The police naturally checked inside. But alas, the thief wasn't there either. Yet there were no traces of anyone having left the cabin. The criminal had vanished into thin air. And that's how the mystery goes. What do you think, kiddos? Can ya crack it? Yeah, Dad. Looks easy. I'll solve it in a minute tops. Time me. The monocle is so crazy. The child with a monocle is awesome. It's a mysterious case indeed, but no matter. The great Sherry Holmes is on the scene. Ugh, why are you here again? To solve the case, duh. Ame! Oh my god. Ah, Amelia Watson in my little video game. Come
on, Bo. You'll be my sidekick. I'll look in the cabin, you look inside the truck. Dad, she's just messing around.
He's kind of fine. I had to say it at least once. Anyway, it's fine, isn't it? Take a good look at the diorama, you two. There are some important clues lying around. Ah! He's kinda... Welcome to Little Locked Rooms. On this screen, you'll be able to inspect a diorama that represents the mystery. Rotate the diorama by clicking and dragging with your left mouse button. Clicking on interesting objects to zoom in on them. At the bottom left, you'll find cards with other important information. Once you think you cracked the case, click the bar at the bottom right to check your solution. Ooh, yay! I love this, I love this, I love this. Let's look at the truck first. Truck! Truck! So true. Tire. Tire carrier. Truck. 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 Tire. Okay. What are we looking at here? Oh, we're following the footsteps. Ooh, I really like this. Oh, this is so fun. From what I've read, this is a pretty short game, and I'm like, no, I hope they make more. I'm like only just getting into it, but I'm like, oh, this is like a nice little thing that you can do that just like following them. I'm like I like that. Tire tracks, footprints. All right, let's go in the cabin. So here's the thing, there's smoke in the cabin. Objective, a criminal entered a cabin and seemingly vanished inside it. Find out how he did it. Diorama shows the state of the cabin when the police arrived. Police found an abandoned truck. A trail of footprints led into a cabin. The cabin was completely empty. The thief had somehow disappeared. Evidence shows the criminal went inside the cabin 30 minutes before the police arrived. There are no secret footprints hidden in the unmarked snow. Interesting. Oh, okay, so this is the text, the transcript. That's my settings. Well... Oh, I got it. I don't got it yet. I think I've looked at everything that I can look at. But my theory is that he's still inside that cabin. There's still a fire going inside. Like, that's what I got. Yeah, how about you, Sherry?
Yeah, me too. I actually knew the mystery. I knew the answer from the start. I was just waiting for Bo. As if! What's the answer then, huh? He just...
Hold on. Let's be organized about this, all right? Throwing out theories to see if they stick is for amateurs. We're all real detectives here. And a real detective asks the right questions at the right moments. So let's start nice and easy from the top. We know for certain the thief entered the cabin, but the police didn't find him when they arrived. Weird, huh? How could that happen? Did the thief really vanish?
No, it's just a trick. That's what you want us to figure out.
Oh, that logic is cheating. But yeah, people don't just vanish. The thief was simply clever in how he escaped. Which leads us to our first question. How did he do it? This is the first in a series of questions the game will ask you. If you want to review the clues before answering, you can always click the arrow at the top right to momentarily go back to investigation mode. You can also ask for hints using the button on the left. Okay. My theory is that the police were bad at looking. He hid under the floorboards. Oh, I lose points if I... Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Let me look again. cabin. How do you always find such fun / interesting games to play? This one was recommended to me by Pat. And Pat, I think, just has a lot of Steam games. Uses Steam quite a bit and collects games. Let me look at this. Let me look at the tire here. Well, here's the thing. I mean, I guess... Oh. Hold on a minute. Look at that. So the footprints go over the tire tracks. So he went to here and then he walked off this way. So he walked backwards through the snow and stopped here, and then I'm guessing made his he picked up one of the tires. He took one of the tires with him and he rolled it behind him to cover his tracks. I did it. He just walked out, right? Well, makes sense to me. The thing is, though, there's no footprints leading out of the cabin. How do you explain that? Because of where he walked. Where did the thief walk over? The footprints. On the footprints. Is that it? Inside the cabin, on the roof, on the truck. Ah. Yeah, on the footprints, yeah. I know, he walked backwards over his footprints. Exactly, nice. He masked his exit with his own footprints. Now, following that logic, where would the thief arrive by backtracking through his steps? The truck, right? Correct, the footprints would lead back to the truck, so we still haven't fully explained how the escape occurred. Answer me this next. How did the thief manage to escape once he reached the truck? Because of what he used to escape. I think is the proper answer. Tire. Oh, there's a tire missing. This can only mean one thing. He rode the tire like a unicycle. What? No, that's dumb. He rolled it behind him. It's not dumb. You're dumb. What does rolling it behind him even mean? You can't even figure that out? Don't be like that, buddy. Explain to your sister what you mean. Huh. All right. The thief walked backward from the cabin and then hopped onto the back of the truck. Well, that's when he unhooked one of his spare tires. Yeah, so what I was saying. Then the next thing he did was walk through the tire tracks until he got to the road. Then why are there no footprints, huh? Like I said, he used the tire. As he walked, he rolled it behind him, only leaving tire tracks. Oh, okay. That's kind of boring. My idea was better. She's right. Whatever! Dad, I'm right, aren't I? Absolutely. Your brother's right, Sherry. His version makes the most sense. Told you! Z-Bat, your big fat ears are in the way. I guess I could, like, flip myself. I could move my model. But then I'm not really facing the correct direction. I guess I can flip it. Hold on. I want you guys to be able to read the text. All right, where? I'll go over here. Chat, you can come with me. Oh, And then now I'm just covering up his face. There we go. I might still have to make myself a little bit smaller. Hold on, let me get out of full screen and then move this over here. So I'm looking the right direction. Okay. Does that look ridiculous? I won't be able to zoom in on myself, but then I'm not blocking the text. This is so weird. I'm not used to looking at myself looking over here. This feels crazy. Swap positions with Zbat? You're so right. Okay, the problem with Zbat is that if I drag him to this corner, it thinks I want to throw him away. So I'm gonna have to move myself over a little bit. Hold on. Unlock my chair. Thank you all for your patience. There we go. There we go. Okay. No, don't throw him away. Don't throw him away. It feels like I'm flipped. Like, it feels like my model is flipped. Even though it's just that the position of my model is flipped. It just feels strange. It feels wrong. I feel like a dog with my ear turned inside out. Alright, here we go. Back to the game. Still, I can't deny either possibility, so you both get a passing mark. I mean, yeah, technically he could have unicycled his way out. Yeah! Anyways, good work, you rascals. Let's do a quick recap. After the burglary, the thief was on the run. His plan was most likely to lay low in his cabin. However, this changed when he realized the police were on his tail, and that's when he thought of a little trick. Is this a visual novel? A little bit. It's got characters and a little bit of dialogue. He parked the truck near his cabin and walked inside. And he returned to the truck by retracing his footsteps in the snow. Finally, he walked through the tire tracks, making sure to erase his footprints with his spare tire. After that, he was free to flee the scene, and he got what he wanted. The officers were very confused when they arrived. They ran a search party, but they looked in the wrong places. And so the thief simply vanished, this time for real. Wow, full marks! S-Rank! I'm so smart. Aw, the thief got away because you took too long, Bo. What are you talking about? I'm the one who actually solved it. Dad says my idea still counts. But mine is better, right, Dad? Huh? Everyone wins. Come on, let's pack it up and go downstairs. I'm starving. Yippee! Alright. We have chapter 2. I'm interested to know how like a more difficult version of it. Okay, are we all ready? Dad, I already solved this one, didn't I? Was something wrong with what I said? No, it was fine. You kiddos crushed it. This is just a little encore. If you remember from the other night, the mystery was about a thief who seemed to disappear inside a cabin. And the solution was that the thief walked in reverse over his own footprints. Yeah? Well, that's fine and all, if you don't look too close, that is. In reality, stepping perfectly into your own footprints is not that easy. Shoes have intricate patterns on their soles, so being even a bit off while backtracking would leave marks. Marks that an observant officer would be able to find. Well, that's what I want you two to figure out. You're gonna find a way to leave the cabin without leaving any marks. Why do you want to know that, Dad? Are you gonna steal something?
Oh, nothing gets past you, Cherry. Yeah, Daddy needs a new drill set. Don't do it! If you do, I'm gonna catch you! Don't be stupid, Shay. If Dad committed a crime, you would 100% get away with it.
Okay, I know you mean well, Chief, but maybe don't phrase it like that. At any rate, the rest of the escape can be done using the tire, as we talked about last time.
Your assignment is simply to figure out how the thief could have escaped from the cabin. Now get to it, detectives. Axe. Wood logs. Bucket. Bucket.
Those weren't there before, I don't think. I mean, like, there's always the Santa Claus method, right? That feels a bit crazy. I never really think about being like going up the chimney or down the chimney as really being a viable thing that people can do, because it's insanely dangerous. But I mean, he coulda. He definitely coulda gone on the roof and jumped. You could make that jump. But I'm also like, what could be... What's up? What's up with the axe and the wood? Logs. And the bucket. What's up with the bucket?
Is this it? I have an idea.
Alright, let's hear it.
I don't know.
This is a bucket. No! There's more. Dear God! Cabin. Bucket. Wood logs. Imagine though if you did try to jump from the roof into the truck and you just ate shit and there was like a big like snow angel print. He made stilts out of the logs. That would be fucking crazy. I'm gonna just try something. The wood logs. The logs? What did the thief do with them? Burn them? Roll them over the footprints? Appreciate the temp, but it won't particularly help us here. No! Damn it. I'm losing points! Shit. Because of how he walked? Oh my god. This is crazy. Oh my god. Footwear used by the thief. Body part used by the thief. Length of the steps. He walked barefoot. Well, let me look at these footprints again. He could have done the length with the length of the steps. That could he took some big steps. I don't know. He walked barefoot. He was very tiny. Oh, I know. He did it like this. First a short step, then a long step. Short step, long step, short step, long step. He left little gaps on his way into the cabin and stepped on those on the way back. Wow, I did it! Exactly, nice. Yeah, wow, you actually got it too. Guess it wasn't that hard then. Oh, I get it. That's why the footprints are closer this time. That guy doesn't have to jump too far. Wait, what? Sharp. Yes, I adjusted them a little bit. I'm surprised you even noticed. I did think they were a little bit closer together. Well, that explains it. You just got lucky because you noticed the footprints were different, Shay. I didn't. I still solved it, though. You didn't see that? Why not? I just didn't. So what? Nothing. It's just kind of weird. It seems something a detective would notice. So that's the trick, guys. I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller because the kids are being blocked by my big ass ears. Oh. Oh, so small. Alright, Zebot, you get over here. There we go. Okay. So that's the trick, guys. In truth, the police were too busy searching for the thief to investigate the footprints in much detail. But the criminal could have left footprints behind that looked normal no matter how close anyone inspected. Goes to show you how many tricks criminals have at their disposal. Unfortunately for them, a good detective is ready for all of them. I'm only gonna get A rank. No! That was fun. Can we do one more, Dad? Please, please? Oh, give me a break. Your mom and I need some time to make another one. I think I know what case we'll do next. We'll be going back in time a bit to about 100 years ago. Awesome! That's when the best detectives detectived. You mean your TV detectives? Our dad is the best one, you know. You're pretty cool, Dad, but you're not Sherlock. Maybe when you get a movie. Hard to argue against that, but I'm at least the second best, right? Depends. Can we order some ice cream? Cheeky. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's clean up, head downstairs, and order some ice cream. Awesome! You really are the best, Dad! Wow! Yippee! Okay, since we're in ads right now, I hate to move myself all around again, but I think I am. Because I'm blocking the character portraits. So instead of doing that, what I'm gonna do... Everybody come over here. Everybody hang out with me over here. Okay, I'll move that over there. I'll move the me over here. And the game.
We'll just make it a little bit smaller, like we did with Chicken Police. Sort of the nature of these, detective games is that I always end up blocking some of the text a little bit. And then... I think at the size that I'm at now, everything will be totally fine, and I won't block anything. Yeah, perfect! That should be good. And then I'm sort of where I want to be, and I'll be able to look in the direction that feels normal. Unfull screen this. Cool. And then because it's gonna fuck with me, I'm just gonna solve this really quick. With I want S rank. Give me S rank. While we're waiting for everybody to come back from ads. Give me S rank. Like, cause it'll just take 3 seconds. Awesome. All right, what's the next one? I'm gonna take a little water sippy. Ooh, okay. The Last Dance. All right, ads should be over. Ooh, the lighting! It was opening night at the Narrowway Theater. A delightful ballet show was about to begin. All the seats were full and the audience waited with bated breath. The stage lit up, revealing a single dancer standing gracefully at its center. A beautiful symphony filled the air, and the ballerina began a mesmerizing solo performance. She waltzed, twirled, and soared across the stage, captivating everyone present. As the orchestra swelled to a climax, she started executing a sequence of flawless pirouettes without skipping a beat. She turned and turned like a spinning top, and as the music grew more intense. Ah! Until suddenly a loud explosion echoed inside the theater, followed by another. The ballerina's spinning came to a halt. As the music continued, she placed her hand over her chest where a small splotch of blood was beginning to spread. After which she collapsed to the ground! Crew members rushed under the stage in a panic. The spectators were frozen still, praying it was all part of the act, but it wasn't. Only a few minutes later, the ballerina passed away! Even after all the lights were turned on, the assailant was nowhere to be found. When the police arrived, they began their questioning. Several staff members outside the auditorium confirmed no one had left since the shots were fired. Spectators testified, "Woo!" Oh my gosh, hello Raiders, hello Beepachu, welcome on in, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. If you don't know me, I am Beezy. I'm a Jersey Devil VTuber who does live 2D rigging and has silly side adventures on the weekend. Today's silly side adventure, we are playing a game called Little Locked Rooms because this month we are celebrating Noirvember and enjoying some cool detective/mystery games. Welcome on in. I hope you had a wonderful stream. If you have to head out, B, and do some post-stream care, you are more than welcome to do so. You're more than welcome to hang out as long as you want, and we will take good care of your raiders either way. Welcome. Yes, there was a murder most foul. You came in just at the beginning of this little mystery that we're solving here. A ballerina got shot while spinning and performing on stage. And we're just getting a little bit of information. The spectators testified they were all seated when the shots rang out. Several audience members turned around, but nobody saw anyone suspicious that could have been the shooter. They also gave conflicting statements when asked where the sounds came from. As the theater was being searched, a staff member screamed that they found something beneath one of the seats. Oh, my stream is good too. Just played some Fields of Mystria. Ooh! I've heard good things about that. I love the art style of that game so much. Oh, and there's like the...
Want a Sprite cranberry?
Oh my gosh, Count, thank you for resubscribing. Hi! Thank you for resubscribing. Enjoy your Sprite Cranberry. Thank you for subscribing for 17 months. Your support is wonderful. Thank you so much. We love you here. It's so cute. Yeah! Oh my gosh. Just like the color choices are just so beautiful, and I don't know, it's just, I really, really like it. I've not been able to like dip my toes into it myself, but I like looking at it, and I like looking at the characters, and I'm like, that's gonna get me one of these days when I need to binge a farm sim for like a week straight. I'll be there. As the theater was being searched, a staff member screamed they found something beneath one of the seats. So it was, I think it was my first guess is that it's a staff member shot them from the wings and then hid the gun under a seat. The police looked under and found a gun, one with precisely 2 bullets fired. In the confused crowd, someone flashed a smirk. The murderer was among them. Among Us? Among Us? Oh my god. Invisible. Cool, this little theater is so cute. I know, right? Not too shabby if I say so myself. Oh! I did it to myself. I did it to myself. I don't know what I expected. Hello, Celador. Celador Mythica, welcome on in. Hope you're doing good. Among Us. Sus. Oh. Sorry, I'm just doing a quick little stretch. Has anyone else made a The Room reference yet? Oh, hi, doggy. You're my favorite customer. Oh, yeah, it reminds me of when we went to see Little Ladies. You should have been there, Bo. It was just like this. Oh, yeah, I remember that. You weren't there, were you, buddy? Why not? It was girly stuff. Oh, no, but it was nice, right, baby? Choreography and everything, on point. Dad, you fell asleep. Oh, good thing you were there to wake me up for the good bits. But you missed this funny part when... Anyway, Dad, was this a real murder? Yeah, it was, although it happened a long time ago. Okay, so if I solve it, does that count as solving a real murder? Hold your horses, Chief. You're getting ahead of yourself. Let's solve a couple hundred of these before we even think about that, right? 200. All right, deal. And after that, you take me with you to a real crime scene. I wasn't... Sure, why not? He's gonna solve 200 in like a week. Click the light bulb icon at the top to dim the lights and see the crime scene as it was during the murder. You can bring the lights back by clicking the icon again. I love that. I love that I can do that. I can lift the seat if I so choose. And that's where the gun is. Gun. Gun. Dad, I want to see a dead body. Please, please. Speaker. That's why they were confused about where the sound of the thing was coming from, because there's speakers in the back, so like it would have played around the whole room. Blood. Speaker, I hardly know her. Victim. A bullet hole. Okay, now. Okay.
Ooh! That's crazy. How does that work? The trajectory of that feels kind of insane, because this guy had to be really tall. This guy had to... so I think... it would probably have to come from the front of the stage, wouldn't it? Because otherwise, like, whoever in the audience, they'd have to be so tall. Painting. Bags. They could have pre-shot it. Back door. Ladder. Bags. Black curtains. Red curtains. Dim the lights. Ooh, sexy. Okay, okay. Okay, here's my thing, though. Oh, so there is a hole through the black curtain. That's the thing that I was like, okay, hold on a minute. Interesting, interesting. Mirror. This is so cool. I'll turn that back on. Tutu. Ballet shoes. Mirror. Some rope. Another back door. I think, here's my theory, and it's just a game theory. So, I think that the first bullet was pre-shot and hit the wall, right? So before it was through here. And then so that was like a premeditated. How much longer am I Among Us? I think I'm Among Us for way too long. I'm Among Us for so long. It's fine. I like being Among Us. So this was pre-shot because you couldn't possibly shoot this from not the stage unless you were like you were standing on a ladder, and then that was recorded and it was being played back through a speaker at the same time this person is shooting the victim here from off stage. So that confused the audience, and then one of the stagehands planted the gun. There's no bullet hole on this side because it didn't exit her. I'm assuming it's in her. The other bullet is in her body. That's my game theory. Any ideas, kiddos?
I have observed the scene of the crime. 'Tis a simple case, really.
I don't know about Sherry, but I found the trick. Good. Now the big problem here is that no one spotted the shooter. Everyone heard the gunshots, but no one saw anything suspicious. It's weird no matter how you slice it. Did you figure that out? Because of where they shot from. Well, I want to turn the light off. Hold on. So, if they shot from the wings over here, it's pretty damn dark. Why are you among us? Because they said that the killer was among them. And somebody mungused me. Somebody turned me into Among Us. Where did the killer shoot from to avoid being seen? Oh, I have to pick a wing. Okay, hold on. If I have to pick a wing... Oh, they probably hid behind the tutu. There's more places to hide over there. That'll be what my guess is. That's my guess. Also, Mungus will be over soon. He could have been hiding on the sides. I don't think so, buddy. There were people there. If the killer had pulled up a gun and shot twice, someone would have noticed. What the fuck? Okay, fine. Behind the curtains.
Creatures don't have wings. Sorry, that's birds.
Oh, this is true. This is gonna blow the case wide open. Take a look at the path of the shot, gentlemen. We can see that it's like really high. The chicken police, just like the chicken police. The shooter would have needed to stand on their tiptoes to shoot like that. And that would look really silly, so they wouldn't have done that. I must admit, at first I was quite puzzled by this, but then I had a revelation. You see, if we just look at the things in reverse, the killer shot from behind the curtains. Hey, I was gonna say that! The dancer was spinning so nobody could tell the real direction of the shot. That's actually why the killer fired at that time, to hide their location. Yeah, that... Nice, good job. That's some good reasoning. But if you think about it, shooting from behind curtains contradicts a few things at the crime scene. Do you two know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there's a bullet hole behind the curtains. That doesn't make sense if the shooter was there already. Reminds you of Professor Layton a bit? Yeah, I think it's definitely, like... It reminds me of Professor Layton as well, even if the mechanic is different. I think it's like it's not steampunk, but like the Sherlockian attire, you know? They're dressed like detectives. All detectives dress the same. Yeah, there's a bullet hole behind the curtains. That doesn't make sense if the shooter was there already. Anything else? The police found the gun below the seats. That's weird too. How did it get there? Exactly. Let's divide and conquer here. I'm gonna make the Among Us redeem much shorter as well before I forget. There we go. I'm starting with the gun. Like you said, Pumpkin, it was found beneath a seat. That would seem to suggest someone in the audience did it. Well, if you're saying is right, the shooter was on stage when they fired. And that begs the question, why did no one notice the criminal placing the gun under the seats?
Because of... Well... Because of who the criminal was? I think because of who the criminal was a staff member. Oh, I see the truth clear as day now. I wasn't the killer seen. It's quite elementary, really. The killer worked there. So nobody found it strange when they stepped off the stage and helped the police. Most foul. And then, while pretending to look under the seats, the criminal quietly slid the gun while people were looking the other way, and then falsely claimed they found it. Checkmate, evildoer. Officers, arrest that man! Are you pointing at me? Hold on, Cherry, now you're just jumping to conclusions. Oh, that's not it? Well, no, it is. If the killer was a staff member, they would have plenty of chances to dispose of the gun. But we can't say for sure the person who found it is the criminal. Not yet, anyway. So that takes care of the gun issue. But there was another problem. The bullet behind the wall. Well, why is that a problem? Huh? What do you mean? Like when the bad guy was hidden, they shot the girl, turned around and shot into the wall, right? No, the shot was fired from far away. Lack of gunshot residue implies the shot was made from afar. Oh yeah, I should probably read these facts too that are on the side. I thought we basically got all the same information when they talk about the case in the beginning, but... Oh yeah, okay. Exactly. If the culprit was behind the curtains, then how did they shoot at the wall from afar? Because of when they shot. When did the killer shoot at the wall? Before the show started. Any ideas, Sherry Holmes? Patience, my dear bosun. The mind is a complicated machine. Well, I don't know what's so complicated about it because I already know the answer. Huh? Really? I can give you a few more seconds if you want. Beep beep. Time's up. Don't worry though. I'll explain it to you. It's true that the killer couldn't have shot the wall when they were hidden behind the curtains, but that doesn't mean they couldn't have done it some other time. Some other time? Well, since the criminal was a staff member, they had access to the theater whenever. All they had to do was come one day in secret and bang, shoot at the curtains. Nobody would have been able to notice a little hole left in there. The killer could even use tape or props to cover it up so no one would find it. Not until the murder investigation, that is. That makes no sense, bosun. It makes perfect sense. What do you mean? Because there were 2 gunshots. Says who? That's what this card says. See, everybody heard 2 gunshots. Sherry's right, boss. But you're on the right track. You just need one more piece to complete this puzzle. So do you have an answer? Why did people hear 2 gunshots? Spico. Nobody in the audience could even agree on where the shots came from. Because what people heard weren't actually gunshots. They were fake gunshots played by the speakers. The killer wanted to make everyone think the gun was fired twice. But they shot only once at the dancer. The bullet stuck in the wall was planted from the start. Whoa, crazy, they did all that? Right on the money, Chief. You got it, good job. What the heck, you're so smart, Bo. You figured it out, that's so cool. You think so? Yeah, I know. That's why you should listen to me more. I don't know, you say dumb stuff most of the time. What? You're the one who does that. I don't, though? All right, let's take it from the top. As you deduced, the criminal was a stagehand at the theater. He had been romantically involved with the victim, but she left him for another guy. A very ugly breakup. The guy was pretty sick in the head, so in a fit of jealousy, he decided to commit the ultimate sin. Murder. But since he was an obvious suspect, he had to find a way to make it so he had a strong alibi, hence the trick. The plan was to shoot her on the opening night of her show and make it seem like one of the spectators did it. The first thing he did was plant a bullet hole a week before the show while nobody was around. That was also his first mistake. He didn't realize the shooting angle would be awkward for someone in the crowd. This chill bossa nova while talking about a woman getting shot to death. They're little dolls. They're just little dolls. The second thing he did was offering to take care of the sound system. He used that to add 2 gunshots to the melody of the victim's performance at very specific timings. Then the night of the show came. He slipped behind the curtains and waited in darkness for his chance. If he shot from there, it would be obvious where the bullet came from. That's why he chose to shoot while the victim was spinning around. Speed! Speed! He knew the choreography, so he knew exactly what he was waiting for. Oh! As the first gunshot echoed from the speakers, he fired a single shot right to her chest. The gun was muffled with a silencer, so the only sound people heard was from the speakers. Immediately after, the second gunshot rang out inside the theater, but this time the criminal didn't fire. The investigation would later match the second gunshot to the bullet in the wall, a missed shot. This would be proof of the culprit being someone in the auditorium. After being shot, the dancer fell dead to the ground. Oh! Hi, Blockhead! Hi! You saw that I got retweeted by Celia? Oh, yeah! I was sharing that, that guide. Thank you, Yuzu. I wanted to show everybody that guide that I used that made my life a lot easier. Because I know a lot of people who follow me are people who want to learn how to rig. Oh, thank you for the crumb of salt. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, it was nice. I mean, Celia is somebody that I really look up to in the rigging community. I would say my favorite
Oh, hello there.
my favorite rigging artist, personally. So, I just felt like, oh my gosh! She's crazy talented, yeah. Absolutely. I'm always, like, if there's any, like, person that I go and see, like, anytime that I have the idea that Silly has worked on a particular model that I want to go and check out the showcase for, I am there watching only because I want to see Celia's rigging. Did you see it? The ballerina? She's also a popular Vocaloid cover maker. I don't know much about the Utao scene. I do know, I have heard that. I'm aware of that, but I'm also like, I don't know about that, but that's cool. But yeah, pretty cool. I was wondering why a lot of people were liking that post, and I was like, oh, that must be why, because Celia reblogged it, retweeted it, whatever the word, reskeeted. Anyway, we're solving a mystery here. We're solving a mystery. This lady is dead. After being shot, the dancer fell dead to the ground. While everyone's focus was on her, the killer came out of hiding and played the fool. And at last, once he had the chance, he disposed of the weapon below the seats. Only to shout that he had just found it. I knew it! Plan wasn't half bad, but the inspectors in charge of the case came back. Wait. The inspectors in charge of the case...
Dang girl, you got loud.
Oh, I should stretch.
Let's hear that.
Thank you. I'm gonna hydrate too while I'm here. Don't mind if I do. Ugh. The inspectors in charge of the case back then were pretty sharp. There was evidence of the culprit tampering with the music, and there were ties connecting into the gun. It was over. He went through all those hoops, but in the end, crime never pays. S-rank! In the end, crime never pays. Yeah! No criminal can hide from Sherry Holmes and her trusty sidekick, Bosun. Hold on, why am I Watson? I should obviously be Sherlock. Sorry, Bo, I'm Sherry. Sherry, Sherlock, Sherry, that's me. Sherlock's a guy. You don't have a hat, and you need a hat to be Sherlock. Fine, give me yours then. No, this is mine. Get your own. I saw the case. Come on, hand it over. Bo, no, don't. I'll kick you. Stop. No, Dad. Hey, you two, don't run on the stairs. Bo, knock it off. Be nice to your sister. Jeez, those two.
That was so cute. I really like how they bicker. It's adorable. That thing, your hat. Hand it over. No, you want this? You want this right here? What's that under there? That's for later. That's for later. Don't worry about it. What the hell? It's for later! It's for later! Spoilers. You have to be prepared for anything. Okay? Sleeping Beauty. Whoa. Double Sherlock.
This strange tale was recorded by a historian in the margins of an old tome.
2 Sherlocks. Hold on. So true. Hold on. I got... Oh my god. Wait. I was like, where are my Picards? They're... Here, oh, this one. He can keep it warm. He'll keep it warm for me. Now my hat's huge. There we go. There we go. If these cases keep going back in time, by case 6 we're gonna be in dinosaur times, we better be. That would honestly be awesome. I would love that, actually.
Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived at the summit of a majestic tower. On a fateful night, the royal family paid her a visit. Together, they shared a pleasant dinner. Following the meal, her aunt requested a private audience with her in the tower's library. The servants stationed outside the room noticed their voices getting louder and more violent. Abruptly, the princess stormed out with tears in her eyes. Oh! In silence, the servants guided her to her chambers. The princess quietly instructed her attendants to warn her if her aunt made any suspicious movements.
Caveman Detective as an idea for a game actually goes kind of hard. That would be awesome. Drug find killer. Glarg hit with stone. Crime never pay. Oh. The princess okay,
She then vanished behind her bedroom door, locking it behind her. Time passed, and night became day again. The servants came to the princess's bedroom for her morning routine, but they found the door was still locked.
Sentence Glarg to Saber-tooth tiger. Sentence Glarg to tar pit.
They knocked, but there was no answer. Growing anxious, they forcefully broke down the door, only to discover the princess was dead!
Well, she's got succulents in her room.
Inexplicably, the sole key to her room was found upon her table. My god. Every member of the royal family and all the servants were assembled, and everyone was accounted for. A perplexing murder had occurred within a room sealed from the inside. No way! How can this be? My dear sister, cruelly murdered! Just when we were about to have a tea party and go riding together, what horrible monster could have done this? What, so you're a princess now? Wait a minute. If the key was inside, then how did the culprit escape? This smells like a cunning scheme. Am I a princess, you ask? Not today. Today, I'm a detective. And I'm gonna solve this mystery no matter what. For the good people of the kingdom. No, for my dearest sister.
All right, sure, whatever. Oh, wow, okay. So we got quite a bit to look at. A princess was found dead in her chambers. The room was locked, yet the key was inside. How? Diorama shows the state of the tower moments before the body was found. Princess welcomed the royal family over in her tower. Princess had a meeting with her aunt that night. She stormed off in distress. A couple of servants escorted her to her bedroom. They heard her locking the door. The next morning, a few servants tried entering the princess's room, but the door was still locked. The servants forced the door open, found the princess dead. The servants gathered everyone together, but no one claimed to know anything. The victim was smothered with a pillow. The rooms below the princess's chambers were guest rooms. Nobody tampered with the crime scene after the door was forced open. The key found inside the princess's bedroom was only key capable of opening the door. Ooh. Hello. Books. Scissors, threads. Table. Key. Candle. Clock. Secret door, perhaps? My God. They got in because I picked up the doll and placed her in the room. Because that's how dolls work. Now this is interesting. There's some books on the floor over here. And there's like books missing on the top of the shelf over here. Carpet. So there's something about the window. Getting in through the window would be kind of crazy. But let's see what's in here. Wow, this room sucks comparatively. Can make it if you 50-50 boneless off the rails. A balcony door, tower, entrance. The only thing that we can really play with here is the window. We have scissors and thread, and there's like a little needle in the pin cushion there. This music is very jaunty and cute for like solving a murder.
Now I understand the terrible truth behind this case.
Yeah? Good to hear. We've got ourselves a good old-fashioned locked room mystery here. The guards heard the princess locking her own room, yet the killer was somehow able to get in, do the deed, and get out. Or so it seemed. Let's start with this question. How did the killer enter the room if the princess had locked the door? the killer? I think there is something interesting about the needle and thread and scissors. Could pull off some kind of trick with that. Clock. Oh, no, let me look back in here. Anything weird about that? I don't know. If anybody has a game theory. I'm all ears. I feel like I'm missing a detail of some kind. No, I already turned my brain off for the night. To be fair, it's pretty late. It's getting late for you probably, right? Huh, it's 1 a.m.? Yeah. Like, she could have been in the room before and hid. Oh. Right? Like, hid in the wardrobe or something? Or behind the wardrobe? And that's why these books are all over the place. Huh. It's because of these fucking plants, isn't it? I mean, like, I think theoretically the easiest way that you could do this, right,
It's still fucking batshit. But you could hypothetically go from here to here. You could jump from here to here. That feels fucking insane to me. Like you could jump from this spot right here, you know, slide down to this, and then you escape through here. Or a rope. Yeah, but if you leave a rope behind, then how do you get rid of the evidence of the rope? Because it has to be a rope made of ice. Now we're talking. Rapunzel's hair. We forgot to mention that the victim had beautiful, long hair. Detective Conan would have already figured this out. Okay, motherfucker, go get him then. So would have Columbo, but guess what? He saw the beginning of the episode, so he knows exactly who killed the guy. Because he also watches the beginning of the episode, so he knows immediately who it is. I can't, he's in school. I forgot that he's like 7. I'm gonna say that they came in before. Right here. I understand. My sister must have been scared of Auntie. That's why she locked the door. But she was tricked. She didn't lock the criminal out. She locked herself in with them. The bad guy must have been hiding somewhere. And when she was sleeping, my poor sister, I can't keep going. This is too sad. I did it. You got it. If the killer snuck inside the room before the princess locked the door, that would have done the trick. But after committing the crime, the killer would have still needed to escape somehow. So we're only halfway there. And how do you think the criminal escaped from that room? Do we think that she jumped the window? Because that feels fucking crazy. She could have hid. I'm gonna say they didn't, that they were still in there. The criminal didn't escape the room. They just kept hiding up in there. Fine. Fuck! I don't think so. The princess servants broke down the door and then gathered everyone around. How would the killer leave his hiding spot without bringing attention to themselves? Fuck. I'll grant you that it's not impossible, but it requires some serious luck, so we're looking for a different answer. Okay. Fine. How about the window then? Is there a possibility of a key transfer somehow? I'm like, maybe? Maybe something with this thread? An elaborate pulley system. They made a Rube Goldberg machine out of thread, candle, and clock to transfer the key back to the desk. like looking, I'm like, does that make any fucking sense? I truly am like, I don't know. They 50-50 boneless off the rails. They jumped out the window. The killer didn't open the door. They escaped through the window. That way they wouldn't need to use the key at all. Alright, but the window was closed when the servants got inside the room. What do you make of that? Just outside the room there's a roof you can stand on. So the killer jumped outside and then closed the window from up there. Easy as that, right? Okay. Easy as that. Very nice, Chief. I think I overthought it. Okay, so far we know how the criminal got in and out of the room. What's next? What did they do to get down from there? Bad guy jumped downstairs into this little balcony. Yeah, obviously. That makes sense. But what would you say is the distance between the roof and the balcony? I don't know. A lot? It'd be roughly like dropping down one floor. People can definitely survive a fall like that, but it's some risk of injury. And that'd make you suspicious. So we're looking for a method that's a bit safer than just jumping off the roof. Any ideas what that could be? I mean, maybe they took all the pillows. Maybe they took all the pillows and blankies from here, and they put them outside and they fell into the pillow and blankies. Ever think of that? Ever think of that? That they could have fallen into the pillow and blankies? Huh? Because of what they used. Pillow, bed? Bed makes more sense than pillow. I know the answer. It's true the evildoer could hurt themselves jumping down the roof, but not if something was there to cushion their fall. Something they had prepared beforehand. Oh, that's why the bed's a little bit askew. It's not quite upright against the wall. That's the detail I missed. What could that be? Why, it's terribly simple. The bed's downstairs. The criminal took the mattresses and put them on the balcony before going to my sister's bedroom. That way, they had a place to jump without getting hurt, and that's what happened. Excellent, good going. And that's it, that concludes the trick. There's not a lot of information available for this particular case, but here's what people think happened. There was a power struggle within the royal family, and a few members wanted the princess out of the picture. That night, the murderer entered using an unused guest room and placed the mattresses on the balcony. Then they snuck into the princess's bedroom while she was gone. The princess, after having a meeting with her aunt, returned to her room along with her guards. When she arrived, she locked the door, unaware that her assailant was hiding inside. And while she was sleeping, she was attacked. After killing the victim, the criminal needed to escape. They jumped from the window and onto the roof, before dropping down into the balcony below, where a couple of well-placed mattresses cushioned their fall. And with no evidence left behind, they simply snuck back into their room. And thinking they'd get away with it, they slept through the night like a baby. Wow! God damn it. I hope you're watching me from heaven, sister. I did it. I solved it. Hey, Dad, this was fun. Can we do more mysteries and castles and stuff, please? Ugh, you never get tired, do you? You're such a loser, Bo. Such a loser. He's a hater. Huh? What do you mean? The thing where you pretend you're a real detective or something. Stop doing that. Why? Because it's stupid. It's for little kids. It's not stupid. It's cool. Why are you even here? It's like you don't want to play. I'm not here to play. I'm here to study. I'm going to be a real detective someday. Yawn. So is this like school to you? Wow, that's so boring. Shut up. If you're not going to take this seriously, just leave already. We don't need you. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to. Ugh, why you have to ruin everything? You don't even care. You suck.
Oh, Bo, buddy, hold on. Oh, there he goes. This is so realistic to having siblings. I don't know if y'all have siblings in chat, but this is what it's like. Let's genuinely, like... It's so much fighting of just shit that does not matter.
He gets so annoying when we play detectives. Oh, I know. What if we do the next one without telling him?
Whoa, all right, let's have a little chat, Jerry. No, you two need to make up. This is getting ridiculous.
No, but Bo just left. You want to talk to him, right?
Nice try, you heard me. Ooh, there's more. This story in particular has me like thinking like this would be kind of fun to like maybe it's a little macabre for like young kids, but I feel like kids who play pretend and play with dolls are already kind of macabre, where they already have like dolls killing each other and fighting with each other because like, oh my god, you kissed my boyfriend, I'm gonna kill you. Like that's just how you play with dolls. I feel like you could make up little mysteries like this for kids to solve and they would absolutely love it. I guess it wouldn't even have to be like murder mysteries. You could just be like the mystery of who stole Barbie's favorite shoes, you know? And I would be transfixed if that happened to me as a kid. Someone did a little mystery like that for me.
Alright, you guys remember this one, right? It's time for Act 2. Last time we ended on a bit of a sour note. Good thing you talked it out in a civilized manner and made up, alright? They're not happy.
Makes sense to me. They'd have to be really simple though, because cognitive skills aren't quite there yet. It could get frustrating being wrong a lot. It's true. You'd have to be like... Honestly, I feel like for a lot of it, you could let them win a lot. Like, here's the thing about like the nutshell studies as well. It's not even necessarily about coming to the right conclusion. It's about collecting evidence. So I think like the answer could be whatever you want it to be. You're playing pretend in a new way, and you're also, you know, using a little bit of logic and reasoning, and maybe you make it a little bit more difficult if they are, you know, capable of being wrong without getting too mad. Yeah, didn't think so.
Oh, hey, the balconies are gone.
Yeah, I did remove them. Let me explain.
I actually simplified a few things from the real mystery. It would have been too hard otherwise. Really? You did that for Shay, right? Oh, Dad, I could have solved it anyways.
Well, don't take it as me doubting you two. I just thought it would be better to do it like this. So let's go over what the tower actually looked like. First, in the previous version of the tower, I said the guest rooms had balconies. But in reality, they just had regular windows. That means you can't jump down, right? Correct. The other night, we said the killer escaped by jumping down from the roof. But with no balconies... Oh! That wouldn't quite work out.
Okay, I get it. Let's start. Activating detective mode.
Ice rope. Hold on. Don't go activating anything yet. There's something else that's different. Take a quick look at the crime scene. See if you can spot anything new.
Okay.
A lock on the window. Something on the window. What is that?
I should have brought my magnifying glass.
It's a bolt. If you slide that little metal bar, it locks the window. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because when the servants broke into the room and discovered the body, it wasn't the only door that was locked. The window was bolted shut too.
Okay.
Let me spoil you that the killer entered the room exactly like we talked about last time. That's not the problem here. The problem is how they escaped from the room, leaving both the door and the window locked. Oh, and check out the guest room before doing anything else. There's something important in there. Try not to miss it.
And that's it. Now get to solving, detectives. Okay. There's a lot of rope in there. An elaborate pulley system. Oh, this shows you how rope works. Elaborate pulley system comeback! Yow! This is teaching us that you can use rope and undo the rope. These knots have some limitations and caveats in the real world, which we'll completely ignore. Oh. Wow. Okay. So the trick, I think they still left through the window, right? But the trick here now is elaborate pulley system. Right? How about those nutshell studies, BZ? Well, in a nutshell, I don't know. I don't know what the I don't know about him anymore. Oh. This is a tough nutshell to crack, I will say. These nutshells? Elaborate pulley system. They suspended the pillow with the rope and lowered it onto them from downstairs. Imagine if that's how you smothered somebody. You just like gently drop a pillow on their face. Works every time. Gravity, the ultimate killer. The killer? Imagine if that's how you died. It's like when people drown in a puddle. When people drown in puddles in other mysteries. If the tower is a cylinder, why is the room a rectangle? It's because it's a dollhouse. Because it's a doll's house. Okay. Okay, I think I know what's supposed to happen here. Message is usually more substantial value than this. Unfortunately, lacking in brain power today. You know what? We're all trying our best this weekend. This is a good game for today because my thinking power is not at a high value right now. I get it. This isn't that hard. You think so? Well, if you figured it out, let's go back to when the crime happened. The culprit kills the princess and needs to flee the scene. How did they escape from the top of the tower? What they used to rope. And the killer used a rope, right? To climb down, I mean. Yeah, that. Good, a little obvious maybe, but of course, that's what the new clues are for. Yeah, and they used what was it called? A quick release knot. They used that to get the rope back. Perfect, perfect. And what did the killer tie the rope to? What do you mean? You know, they would have needed to tie the rope to something, otherwise something funny would have occurred. You just tie it to something. Does it matter what? Of course it does. Getting the details right is important, boss. Let's be precise here. What exactly did the criminal tie the rope to before climbing down? You know, I didn't think about that. I mean, the only thing that makes sense to me that's like heavy enough would be the bed. Had to be the bed, right? That's reasonable, but as heavy as it is, the weight of a person would move it for sure. The bed would have been dragged towards the window and left scratch marks on the floor and carpet. Okay, that's true. Damn! Shit! The door? The killer tied the rope to the door! That would hold the weight for sure. Okay, they tie the rope to the handle, yeah? And then? They climb down and use a second rope to get it back. Whoa, slow down there, hotshot. Let's go step by step. When we rush our deductions, we start making mistakes. Picture it in your head. The criminal ties the rope to the door. What do they do immediately after that? They go to... No, well, they tie a second rope to the first one, right? To undo the knot later. Good, and then? The killer grabs both ropes and jumps through the window to get to the roof. And then they climb down using that rope tied to the door. And keep going. Criminal gets inside the guest room below through the window. It would have been open from the start. And once they're inside, all that's left is to remove the ropes. So they pull from the second rope, which undoes the knot of the rope tied to the handle. And they just keep pulling until they retrieve the two ropes. Nice going, boss. Very well explained. However, remember that the killer had to leave the room in the exact same state the servants found it. Huh. But they had to get the ropes back, right? And that part is fine. Think about the sequence you just told me and see if you didn't forget about anything. The window! Oh, I guess the window would be left open. That's it. That's the thing, boss. If things went like you said, the servants would have found the window open. Right, but is locking it really possible? Well, I wasn't concerned about the lock just yet. What is real trouble is that the window would be wide open. Oh, okay, but what if you tie another rope to the window and pull? That'd work. It's a good idea, but you wouldn't be able to close the window if you wrap something around it. Even if you somehow managed to close it, there's a chance the rope would get stuck. Elaborate thread fuckery. Oh, so that's not it? Weird. Okay. Take it easy and think about it a bit more. You did really well working that through. You're on the right track. What? What the fuck? Hmm. Hmm. What the fuck? Okay, so this feels insane, but what if I say this, the bolt. They tied it to the bolt. It feels, I think that's the answer. That's right, they tied it to the bolt. That way they could close the window and lock it in one go. Interesting. I don't see how that would work though. For starters, if you tied a rope to the bolt, the window wouldn't close because the rope would be in the way. But then, with the thread. I'm gonna hold on to thread. I'm fucked, dude. What? The curtains? I've gone crazy. Fuck! The top of the tower. Does anyone have any fucking ideas? They tied it to the victim. You beefed this so hard they're not even talking about it anymore? Pee your pants. They tied it to the tower. I see it. It was right in front of us all along. The truth. Shay, cut it out, I'm thinking. If I can't figure it out, what chance do you have? Yes, my dear bosun. I can see you carefully investigating the crime scene, but you're failing to notice that if the rope was tied to something inside the room, then the villain wouldn't have been able to close the window. Yeah, big deal. I already knew that. So what? It's simple. If the rope wasn't tied to something inside the room, then it must have been tied to something outside of it. Like the tower itself. Oh, really, Shay? The tower? Very smart. Can I keep actually trying to solve this now? You don't see it, do you? Don't fret. I shall gladly explain how the escape took place. The killer climbed onto the roof and closed the window behind them. Then, with the rope in hand, they circled around the tower. Holy shit! And after coming back around, they made a knot. There was a lot of rope. And climbed down toward freedom, supported by nothing else than the cursed tower itself. Good job, Pumpkin. Nice thinking outside the box. That's a tough one, too. Hee. I mean, of course, it was elementary. He's joking, you dunce. There's no way that's the answer. Tying a rope to something so big is ridiculous. I wasn't kidding. Why is it ridiculous? I mean, I don't know. It sounded weird because of how Shay explained it. Like, wouldn't you need a lot of rope to do that? There was a lot of rope. But there was, look! You can tie everything up to make a super rope. Okay, whatever. If Dad says it works, it's fine, I guess. Come on, you're a smart kid. You don't need to take my word for it. Do you think your sister's idea makes sense or not? Yeah, it makes sense. Great, so we're all on the same page here. Now the criminal closed the window from outside the bedroom just before climbing down. They wouldn't be able to lock it since the bolt is on the inside. So the next question is, how exactly did the killer bolt the window? They used thread. Thread. Once the killer left the bedroom, accessing the bolt seems impossible. Unless, of course, they locked it from far away, which could be easily done with a gentle pull of a thread. A thread! The string went from the locky thingy through the keyhole and out of the room. After the bad guy climbed down, they merrily returned to the room from outside. And with a simple pull of a thread, they bolted the window shut. Then, using the secret rope arts, they recovered the thread from the scene. A thread is just a tiny rope after all. And thus, the ruse was complete. Is that right? It sure is. Very nice, Pumpkin, you got it. I'm just doing my job, sir. Thread. I prefer blue sky. What? She's right again? No way! Yes way. Bow down, bozo. Ace detective coming through. What is going on? No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Why not? To lock the window, you have to push the bolt to the side. If you pull from the door, you're pulling the wrong way. You can't lock the window like that. Elaborate pulley system. Oh, that's it? Yeah, that means you're wrong. Not really, though. No, he's got a point. Pulling the bolt away from the window wouldn't quite lock it. I don't get it. Isn't it easy to make it work anyway? Love the confidence. All right, I'm all ears. Sherry, how did the criminal manage to slide the bolt sideways? Because of what else they used. I mean, oh. I mean, I would probably use the bed. Right? Like you just tie it that way. Elaborate thread fuckery. The bad guy just wrapped the string around something in the room. So the string went like this. And then like that. That way, when they pulled on the string, the lock moved to the left. Oh. And that, my dear bosun, is how it is done. Hee you got it, baby. You're on fire today. Yeah, I did it. Case solved. Fantastic work, kiddos. Let's review. After committing the crime, what did the criminal do? They tied a little string to the window. Exactly, and they passed it through the keyhole so that the end of the string could be pulled from the outside. Then they took a second string, tied it to the first one, and repeated the process. This would let them remove it later. Then the criminal climbed onto the roof and closed the window behind them. What happened after that? The killer went around the tower holding a rope. Then they tied it and used it to climb down. And there you go. And don't forget the killer used 2 ropes here as well. After the killer snuck into the guest room, they pulled the second rope down to retrieve everything. Having escaped, they quietly went back upstairs to the princess's room. They pulled the string passing through the keyhole, bolting the window shut. Then they pulled the second string to retrieve everything from the scene using the same trick as before. Without any clues left behind, the locked room mystery was completed. Yippee! This is gonna be the worst ranking that I get. A B, how embarrassing. Dad, Shay's cheating! Whoa, where does that come from? Come on, your sister wouldn't do that. Yeah, that'd be lame. She's trying to trick you, Dad. There's no way she figured out everything by herself. Oh, why not? Besides, this story is rare, Chief. She couldn't have known it beforehand if that's what you're suggesting. But then how? My awesome detective skills, duh. So you seriously just came up with all that? You're kidding, right? No? That makes no sense. All you do is say, oh, that's elementary, pretending you're smart or something. I'm the one who's actually trying to be a detective. You can't figure out things faster than me! Bo, you're like those police people that say the obvious wrong things before the real detective shows up. You're trying to be a detective, but I'm already one. I'm Sherry, the super detective. I can solve anything. No, you're not. You're just pretending. See, that's what I'm saying. Obvious. If you can't even see I'm a real detective, how are you gonna see anything else? Boring people can only solve boring mysteries. What did you say? Hold on, time out. As fun as it is to see you two bicker, give me a hand cleaning up first, alright? Okay! Shay, wait, tell me how you actually solved it for real this time, hey! La la la, I'm not listening! Shay, stop ignoring me! Shay! That was so cute. Oh, the shadow of the goat! The goat? Me? My shadow? La la la. This story took place during a masquerade ball. The host was a man donning a leopard mask. Leopard opened the doors of his castle and welcomed a myriad of guests that filled the main hall. While the evening started on a pleasant note, trouble started brewing around a man wearing a goat mask. The man in question was a noble nobody was fond of. He was having heated discussions with the other guests. Drunk, he blurted out that he had studied the occult and was capable of disappearing from any locked room. People laughed at him, but Goat doubled down, daring everyone to put some money on the line. 6 people accepted his wager: lion, owl, deer, peacock, rabbit, and fox. Led by Goat, they moved to a secluded part of the castle. After descending a flight of stairs, they arrived at a dark dungeon hall. Deeper in the dungeon, behind a wooden door, was a cell corridor thinly illuminated by the moonlight. It's very dark. Goat lit up a pair of candles and offered them to the group, allowing them to inspect the place as they saw fit. After a thorough inspection, the group found no means of escape. Goat himself was also searched, revealing only an ancient book in his possession. Once everyone was satisfied, Goat took one of the candles and instructed everyone to wait in the dungeon hall. He grinned in the candlelight as the group closed the door, sealing him away. Nervous chatter filled the air as the group waited anxiously in the hall. Deer holding the second candle illuminated the wooden door the entire time. 15 minutes later, a piercing shriek resonated through the dungeon. When Deer opened the door, he froze up. Everyone saw the same thing, a lone flickering light coming from the last cell. The group rushed toward in an excited panic. They discovered the candle and the book abandoned on the cell floor, but Goat was missing. Everyone quickly checked all the cells, but to their shock, Goat wasn't in any of them. Owl then revealed after seeing the people rush in, he stood behind to block the exit. While the group searched, he felt no one was going past him. The barred windows were tightly secured, and there was nothing inside the dungeon that could explain the escape. As promised, the Goat had disappeared. Okay, so he disappeared. Hold on, Chief, who said I'm finished? Huh? You didn't? Yeah, the night didn't end there because 15 minutes after Goat vanished, as the group searched the dungeon for him, he was spotted in the main hall. Witnesses saw him having a conversation with Leopard before the two left together. Castle guards reported they headed towards Leopard's chambers. Another 15 minutes passed before the group returned defeated from the dungeon. They were in disbelief when people told them Goat had been seen leaving with Leopard. Sensing something was wrong, they decided to split up and search for them. Most of the group didn't find anything, until several screams echoed in the distance. People started arriving one by one at the source of the commotion. the castle armory. Everyone noticed broken pieces of a barricade, indicating the door had been forced open. Inside the room, Fox tried to wake up a battered and unconscious lion who sat beneath a window. Nobody knew it was happening, but one fact was certain. Goat was not present in the armory either. Fox then gave her testimony of what took place. After they went their separate ways, strange noises coming from the armory prompted her to investigate. She tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. She raised her voice asking if anyone was inside. Suddenly she heard a scream from Lion, followed by a brief struggle and the sound of glass shattering, then silence. In a panic, she grabbed an axe hanging just outside the armory and struck the door until it opened. Lion was lying collapsed beneath the window, but nobody else was there. Fox stayed by Lion's side until the rest of the group arrived. After Lion woke up, they asked him what had happened as well. He recounted finding Goat lurking in the armory. He questioned him about Leopard, but he played the fool. They argued until Lion heard Fox's voice through the door. Before he could answer, Goat abruptly pulled a knife and stabbed him. A struggle ensued, and Lion managed to wrestle the knife away from him. However, he was forcibly pushed against the window, losing consciousness as he hit his head. But just before he did, he was certain that Goat was standing right next to him. When he woke up, he was surrounded by Fox and the rest of the group. Though, then everyone had a horrible realization. Nobody had seen Leopard yet. Oh my god. Also, to take a break from this, to answer your question, Tetsu, subscriptions are cheaper on PC compared to mobile because Apple takes a cut. So it's more expensive to get them on through like the app because Apple takes like $1.50 cut or something. So that gets tacked on as well. But if you buy Twitch subscriptions through the website, like the mobile website and not the mobile app, it's the same price as it is on PC. Anyway, then everyone had a horrible realization. No one has seen Leopard yet. Leopard! In a frantic sprint, the group ran towards his chambers. The door was locked. BZ, why did you do all that? Because can't help being a Gemini. I'm not a Gemini. They breached the room, only to find Leopard dead on the floor. The police arrived at the scene, but found themselves terribly puzzled. Every corner inside the castle was searched, but there were no conceivable hiding spots. The area outside the castle was inspected, but there were no traces of an escape. Everyone's masks were removed, but not a single one revealed the man behind the goat mask. He had disappeared again. At last, everyone believed him. Cool. This air, this foul stench. Just what on earth happened here? Sigh. What? I didn't say anything. Just do whatever you want, like you always do. Okay. I don't know where to start anyway. This looks really complicated. True. How did the first part go again? Oh, it's a lot to take in, right? But I have absolute confidence you two will figure it out. Just take your time and talk to each other. You've got this. Oh, they're gonna work together. Due to the complexity of the case, the cards have been split up between all the dioramas. It is recommended to start by reviewing all the available evidence. Yes. Find out the truth behind the disappearance and the attacks committed inside the castle. Dioramas show how the castle looked when the police arrived. Oh, how cute! Love this. I love this. I especially love that the fashions, like even the men's fashions, are like a little bit different from model to model. Like, just like with the subtle differences. Okay. Like, okay. Guards outside the castle watched over the bridge and reported that no one left all night. There were no footprints or traces in the dirt surrounding the castle. Everyone had access to the castle rooftop. Goat's mask was unique. There weren't any duplicates. Goat is a master at faking other people's voices. Goat had one accomplice that night. Interesting. Interesting. But it doesn't say who Goat's accomplice was. So not that one first. I want to do the dungeon first. Ooh! How cute! How cute my little cursor. It's letting me light up the different areas. Slay! We got wheat bags. We got rope. We got shackles. So there is a window here, right? Hello? Like, theoretically, you could have a rope come down from here into the window, go up and out, right? Oh, no. They were all hanging out in this area and nobody passed by Owl. Right? Bloody book. Candle. I can turn the candle off if I want to. I'll keep it on. Meow! So true. This one's so fun. I love how, like, there's just a bunch of shit to look at. Very interesting. Perimeter of the rooms are mirrored. The windows lead to the moat, not the courtyard. Mask party was hosted by Duke Leopard. Many guests gathered in the main hall to socialize. Goat, an infamous noble, proposed a bet that he could disappear from the room using dark magic. Lion, owl, deer, peacock, rabbit, and fox took him on that bet. Leopard was not present. The group arrived at a dark dungeon. After inspecting it, they found no means of escape. Goat was also patted down, and there was nothing on his person but an ancient book. The group left Goat alone in the cell corridor with a single candle and a closed door. Everyone waited in the dungeon hall. Deer illuminated the door the whole time. After 15 minutes passed, a loud shriek resonated behind the door. You think Goat and Leopard were in cahoots? I think that's the like most obvious conclusion. But it could be different. Deer opened the door. Everyone saw a candlelight shining from the last cell. They rushed to the last cell where only the candle and the book remained. The group inspected all the cells, but Goat was gone. Nothing strange was found either. Owl revealed that after seeing people rush in, he moved to block the entry to the cell corridor. Owl didn't feel anyone forcing their way out while the group inspected the dungeon. Owl isn't the accomplice, he is telling the truth. Okay, I was like, well, that's a solution if Owl is just fucking lying. But if it's not Owl... Bloody book. I mean, here's my idea. Is that Goat impersonated somebody else and snuck their way out while disguised as somebody else. So Goat didn't have anything when patted down, but is there the possibility that there was a mask hidden somewhere, or some means of getting a mask and faking identity? You know? Can we hide a little mask underneath one of these prison beds or something? Or, better yet, whoever's our accomplice with Goat, right? If you kiss the murderer on the cheek, they will confess. It's true, but we don't know where Goat went. I'm right here. You could kiss me on the cheek, but I was a different Goat. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. You could kiss me on the cheek for fun, though. So, okay. Lion, owl, deer, peacock, rabbit, and fox took him on that bet. Leopard was not present. So Leopard is not here to... If Leopard was the accomplice, Leopard is not here. I think that Lion was the accomplice. Kisses. Oh. We're feeling very silly tonight. Okay, I think that Lion is the accomplice. That's my hunch right now, because Leopard... Because if Lion was the accomplice, Lion... like, could have, like, slipped a mask or something like that, you know? And then, like... So, on the way of everybody leaving the room, Lion slips Goat a mask, right? And then Goat trades the mask with Lion's and, like, hides behind the door or something. Just sort of, like, hides generally out of view, runs in with the chaos, and is just, like, in the chaos. They don't recognize that Lion, you know, didn't come in through the same door that everybody else did. That's my hypothetical. And then Lion, like, the real Lion just, like, left in the darkness ahead of that. The dock with the boat. I'm not sure which room I want to look at first. So this is where Leopard died. Leopard's body. Oh. What's this? Bloody handkerchief. Okay. Lion in the Darkness sounds like a sick name for a band. So true. Rug, ink quill, documents, candle, chainmail, shield, sword, window, wardrobe, pillow, bed, nightstand. Not a ton to go off of in this room, I don't think. Oh, here we go. There's some more information here. 15 minutes after Goat vanished in the dungeon, he was seen in the main hall with Leopard. Shortly after, Leopard and Goat were seen heading into Leopard's chambers. Meow. After Lion was found in the armory, the group tried entering Leopard's room, but it was locked. They forced the door open and found Leopard dead. Leopard had a stab wound on the back of his neck. He died quickly and quietly. Leopard always carried a key that could open any castle door, but it wasn't on his corpse. Okay. Okay. Fox could also be an accomplice. It could be, instead of Lion, it could be Fox. And that Fox just sort of followed the routine of what was going on here, because Fox was also in the other thing. Diary showed the castle looked when the police arrived. 30 minutes after Goat vanished, the group that went to the dungeon returned to the main hall. Worried when they heard Goat was seen with Leopard, the group split up to search for them. Most members of the group found nothing until they heard shouts from the armory. Inside the armory, Fox was trying to wake up an unconscious Lion. Goat wasn't in the room. Everyone in the castle removed their masks, but no one was the man behind the goat mask. Police arrived and searched every corner of the castle, but Goat was nowhere to be found. After splitting up, Fox heard some noises coming from the armory. She tried to open the door, but it didn't budge. She asked if someone was there. She heard Lion screaming, followed by glass shattering, and then silence. Fox broke the door with an axe and found Lion unconscious against the window. After splitting up, Lion found Goat in the armory and questioned him about Leopard. They both heard Fox's voice from outside. Suddenly, Goat stabbed Lion with a knife. Lion managed to wrestle the knife away from Goat, but was shoved and lost unconsciousness. Duplicates of Lion's mask and clothes were found on the table, even though he was fully clothed. Lion survived with a deep stab in his shoulder and a concussion on the back of his head. I think he was working together with Lion. There's money. Chainmail. Chainmail missing. Chainmail missing. I found a detail. Chainmail missing on this mannequin. Cannonball. Barrel. Broken plank. The axe. Bloody knife. Sword. Oh, there's one of the knives. The knife that's missing. Lion's body. So in like all of these cases, you could just like have a rope and travel with the rope. I think timeline-wise, Leopard would have died before Lion got attacked. Because they spotted Goat 15 minutes after everything, and then Lion, it was 30 minutes. And it was probably over whatever these documents are about. The bloody handkerchief is interesting. I think he definitely used a duplicate outfit to get out of this room. That's the first one. This is hard. Oh, really? Shouldn't you have all the answers by now? Stop saying that. Well, that's a scary face there you're making, baby. Dad, he keeps bothering me since the last case. He's so annoying. Make him stop. Stop crying. I'm just making sure you're not a cheater. I mean, if you're so smart, this should be easy too, right? What's the solution, Shay? You don't know? I'm not telling. You're just asking because you're stuck. No, I'm not. I know more than you do, at least. If you both know some parts of the story, let's put everything together, yeah? See if we complete the puzzle? Fine. Let's see if you know something I don't, Shay. Probably. Excellent, I think. Let's start by understanding how the first disappearance happened. If you recall, Goat was sealed away in the castle's dungeon. However, when the group opened the door and checked, he was nowhere to be found. So what's the secret? How did he slip out without anyone noticing? I think in this case it would be because of who let him out. Lion. What? I don't think so. After locking up Goat, Deer lit up the door the whole time. Nobody saw Goat leave. After the group went inside, Owl blocked the exit and didn't feel anyone forcing his way out. That's not what I mean, though. Nobody had the opportunity to let Goat out without the rest of the group noticing. That's not what I mean, though. Because of what he used? Thus. That makes more sense. What if he didn't escape? Yeah, I was thinking that too. There was a lion mask in the armory. Oh. Zebet, are you asleep? Is he asleep? He's died. Oh. He was just quiet? Louder, my buddy. He's just a quiet little guy. I'll turn him up a little bit. Why are you so quiet? There we go, that's a little better. I didn't just say it because of that. Goat was able to mimic voices, right? And he was similar to Lion, too. So if Goat had his mask, he'd be able to trick the others into thinking he was Lion. Nice, I like what I'm hearing. There's no way to escape in such a short period of time, so you're on the right track here. But answer me this, if Goat was disguised as Lion when the group was looking for him, how did nobody notice there were two lions? In fact, why didn't Lion notice there was another lion lurking around? Surely he would have noticed. Oh, that? Oh, the reason is quite simple. Because of where Lion was. He just... The armory? I don't know. Wherever he wanted. There were never two lions in the room. The real lion never went through the door at all. Huh? Why not? Because he was an agent of evil with a heart as dark as the night. What does that mean? It means they were working together. I see, I get it. They switched. Precisely. This was a two-man act. The mastermind Goat, the lackey Lion. While Goat was trapped, he disguised himself as his partner. He faked a scream and hid like a weasel in the darkness of one of the cells. When the group ran inside, they flew right by him and blinded by the light of the candle. Not noticing a certain someone had stayed behind. Right. Lion, the group entered without him. Nobody realized that because it was dark. And while they were checking the last cell, Goat blended in and took his place. Yeah. Exactly, you guys are crushing it so far. As you said, there's only so much you can do alone. Thankfully for Goat, he had a partner in crime. So is that it? Have we explained everything that took place in the dungeon? I think so. Well, there's something, but maybe it's obvious. If it isn't obvious to you, boss, it isn't obvious. Fire away. Okay, how did Goat even get Lion's clothes? I mean, they weren't in the dungeon when the group checked the first time. And Goat wasn't hiding with him either. Ooh, I bet it's not hard to do. I bet it's not that hard to do. You just do it somehow. No, details, details. That's what it's all about. You're right, Chief. That's what I was waiting to hear. How did Goat get Lion's mask and clothes to make the switch? Figure that out and you'll start unraveling this whole thing. I mean, like, could you fit it through the bars? Could you, like, just fit it through the bars of the window? Lucky Lion. Yucky you. Yuzu going to bed. Good night, Yuzu. Sleep well, Yuzu. Rest up. Get some good Z's. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you for this bean. I'm gonna look at the armory room again as well.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
Aren't you asleep on that thing, Yuzu?
Oh god. Honk shoe asleep on that thing. Thank you, Scum, for resubscribing for 24 months. Holy shit, 2 years. Enjoy your Sprite cranberry. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, thank you. Scum is now a white bat. Albino bat. Oh, there's another handkerchief here. No problem, just got home. Woohoo! Always have been a white bat. True! Alright, I'm gonna guess that it came in through the cell window. Rope. I see. This is like that trick in the tower, Shay. It is? You mean the one with the rope? Oh, a rope! That's a good one. Yeah, they were never gonna find anything inside the dungeon. Because the costume was outside. Yay! Goat put Lion's costume inside a bag, tied it to a rope, and dropped it downstairs. The rope dangled right next to one of the prison windows. Oh, so if you looked outside the windows, you wouldn't see it. But if you knew it was there, you could reach for it. You just needed to stick out your hand and you'd be able to reach it. Perfect. Couldn't have explained it better myself. The fog of doubt clears up, one mystery at a time. That's how the first trick was done, but we're not quite done yet. There's a bunch of stuff that happened after that, right? Exactly. Let's back up a bit and focus on what happened right after Goat disappeared inside the dungeon. People saw him again with the dead guy. Wait, that's weird. We just said Goat didn't actually escape from the dungeon. Oh, you didn't figure that out yet, Bosun? What, you did? Shut up! Give me a second. It was lion in disguise, perhaps? Perhaps? Right. Just like goat pretended to be lion, lion pretended to be goat. Ding ding! Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Dad to give me the green light here. Oh, she's my substitute. I'm running out of steam here. Give it another go, Cherry. Ding ding! Huh. That said, how did Lion end up with the goat mask? Goat had his mask when he was locked inside the dungeon, so how did Lion manage to obtain it from outside? Well, I think Shay wants to answer that since she knows so much already. From the bag, right? The goat man got rid of his mask and put it in the bag. That's why nobody found it after that. And all the lion guy had to do was pull up the rope, open the bag, and there you go. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that too. Oh, perfect. Those are my detectives. We've made some great progress. We've explained how Goat disappeared and how it's possible he was seen shortly afterwards in the main hall. Moreover, we've uncovered the fact that Goat and Lion were accomplices, so we know quite a bit at this point. But there are two issues we haven't touched on yet. The two dead bodies. The attacks in Leopard's room and in the armory. What happened in the armory is particularly confusing. Goat disappeared again, and Lion was assaulted. Ah! Do a little stretch. But now that we know Lion and Goat were together, Lion being there doesn't seem like such a coincidence, does it? But it's weird that he got stabbed if he was a bad guy as well. Maybe they had a fight. Maybe. Well, that's part of what you've got to figure out. Why don't you take another look at the clues again? Maybe after knowing what happened in the dungeon, you can make some more deductions. You do that, and once you're ready, we'll figure out together the truth behind it all. Yeah, let's do it! Now the handkerchief. Let's see. I want to see what the first question's gonna be. I spy with my little eye tricks and buffoonery. I shall leave no clue unturned. Yes, quite brutal. Oh, what's this? Ho ho! The villains were cunning indeed. I see. I see. What, did you think of something? Bosun, my boy. I'm afraid there's too much I see right now. Yes, there's a lot that went down, wasn't there? So where should we begin? How Goat escaped from the armory, elementarily. We could start there, yes, but let me give you a hand here. There's something that you might have missed. It's something that's easy not to think about, but will give you a better view of what happened. I want you to think about this. Who planned Leopard's murder? Who planned it? Wasn't it Lion and Goat? They were working together, right? We did say that, but Lion testified Goat stabbed him and ran away. Yeah, but... So is it a trick? Or was it an actual betrayal? Did everything go as planned? Or not exactly? The key to understanding that is asking ourselves why Leopard's murder happened the way it did. So what do you think? I'll let it simmer for a bit. I think that... I actually think that Lion planned the murder. I think that Lion planned the murder and then Goat found out about it and tried to kill him. That's my theory, my game theory. That goat was just doing a little prank, and then Lion, wearing the goat mask, ran upstairs and killed Leopard. And then they were talking with each other, fighting over money. And they could have both planned it, and then they were fighting over the money. Is Leopard one of the options on who planned Leopard's murder? That's crazy. Leopard could have planned Leopard's murder. This bloody handkerchief is what really interests me. I'm just gonna be looking at some stuff a little bit while we're waiting for ads to finish up. I want to see the image of them again. Interesting. It would be so awesome if I could figure out what these documents are, but that's not the point of these kinds of studies, I think. The bloody handkerchief, I think, is indicative of whoever was up here with Leopard. Like, timing-wise, this could not have been Goat who did this. Could an ice rope help in any way? I think an ice rope could have helped. Asking who planned the murder is what's Lion found Goat in the armory, questioned him about Leopard. Leopard, but the wrong Leopard got killed? I don't think so. I think we only have one case of mistaken identity. Lion managed to nuzzle the knife away from Goat, but was shoved and lost consciousness. I think it's clear that they were arguing over the money, I think. Because otherwise, why would there be money there? I love even more, I love the idea of Leopard planning it somehow. You gotta kill me for insurance fraud. Cause if it was both of them, all right. So let me reason this out one by one, right? So I don't think it was Goat because Goat, I don't think, had the time to go and kill Leopard. Like, granted, Goat could plan it, and then then Lion do the deed. I think Lion was the one who killed Leopard, right? Because Lion was the one who met with Leopard, and then they probably both went up together, right? That's the logic of that. So, in that case, it couldn't just be Goat, because Lion is the one who did the killing. The killer? It could have been Lion by themselves trying to get Goat in trouble by murdering Goat. I'm gonna say both. You planned it together, right? I mean, they were accomplices. That's what we said. Yeah, did Goat really tell Lion to dress up as him and take Leopard somewhere private? Why would he agree to a plan that makes him seem guilty? Maybe he just really hated Leopard? Well, even if he did, there are less roundabout ways to go about it. Although he wasn't caught, Goat didn't come out as a winner that night, so it can't have all been his design. Okay. Okay, so I think that they were fighting about the money, but I think it was Lion's idea. I'm not sure. This is kind of confusing. Is that so? Maybe it was Leopard then. I'm afraid I can't relate. I see the truth clear as day. Of course, spit it out then. What is it? You just need to put on your detective hat, Bosun. Riddle me this. Who would people blame for Leopard's death? Goat, I guess. People saw him with Leopard right before he died. Quite, but in truth, who killed him? I don't know, do you? It's crystal clear it was Lion, no, because he had traded places with Goat. What else was Lion planning to do with Leopard if not kill him? Talk? Play checkers? There were some papers in the room, maybe that? Then what reason could Lion have to change masks? That is weird. It's simple, really. He put on the Goat mask to pin the murderer on him. What? But they were working together, Shay! I mean, unless Goat only knew the dungeon trick and nothing else? 'Tis the natural conclusion. Lion was plotting a ruse of his own against his partner. While Goat gave him an alibi pretending to be him in the dungeon. Lion took Goat's identity to commit murder! He was no lackey. He was the true mastermind all along. Case solved. Not even close, but... okay, yeah, it makes sense. So maybe Lion being attacked wasn't a trick after all. Yeah, and I know how he got away too. Huh? Really? Look at this. The Lion guy was knocked out slightly below the window. Which means it's possible the Goat Man escaped through the window after hitting the Lion guy. Oh, but he'd fall into the water then. So? So is that really it? Actually, listen. What if he was just hiding behind the door when Fox came in? While Fox was checking on Lion, Goat just left. That works. I mean, rope. Okay, let me interrupt 1 second. You're doing great, though. I like where this is going. Leaving through the window or through the door, both are perfectly possible at first glance. But after leaving the armory, what then? What did Goat do? He ran away because he wasn't in the castle. How? The guards didn't see anyone leaving through the front gate. And there weren't any footprints outside of the castle. You see, it's not leaving the armory that's the problem. The real head-scratcher here is how Goat managed to escape from the castle. That's the big question, and the most important one yet. So let's hear your answer. How did Goat vanish a second time? What he used? The boat. I understand. You were right, Shay. He used the window to get out. But he used something else too, the boat. He must have left it floating near the armory. And to escape, he hopped onto it and rowed towards the dock. He tied the boat again to make it seem like it wasn't used, and then he disappeared. Alright, I like the idea, but how exactly would he disappear? Could you be a bit more specific? Sorry, Dad, what do you mean? Remember, the police didn't find him in the castle. The main gate was guarded the whole time. And there weren't any footprints in the dirt surrounding the castle either. So even if Goat had done what you said, it doesn't ultimately explain how he got away. The trick is something else entirely. Oh, all right. What the fuck? They hate me. Oh, wait, no, I got it. Sorry. Because of what he used. Mannequin. Oh, motherfucker. I thought he stole his outfit. Oh, I think that's the better way of saying it. He never escaped. The police just didn't notice it was him. Goat used his mastery of deception once again. He disposed of his mask and took a new identity, just like he had done before. Damn it. Fuck! Everyone got rid of their masks when the police arrived. People knew what Goat looked like behind the mask, so they would have recognized him. But what if he was pretending to be Lion? They would have never checked him. Why not? Because he was hurt and it would be rude to bother him. Sorry to say, Pumpkin, but officers can be rude too. Okay, well, they shouldn't. Fuck. Ow! Motherfucker. They hate me. They hate my ass. Okay. How can Goat leave the castle without being seen and without leaving traces? Well, he knows dark magic is the thing. He used dark magic. Ever think of that? Ever think about how he just used dark magic? Does anybody have any ideas? I'm open to ideas. You can backseat a little bit. My assumption was that he got a new disguise and then just left. Guards outside the castle watched over the bridge and reported that no one left all night. No footprints or traces in the dirt surrounding the castle. Oh my god, did he like fucking zip line out? Like what are we? He fucking flew. He sprouted wings and flew out of here.
telling me this place doesn't have a single secret tunnel that you can hide in? The lion was a duck. Couldn't have been one of the police, right? No. Hello, Phantom. Welcome on in. Goat didn't leave, he died. Ooh, I mean, that's... Lion killed goat and they threw his body in the moat. I like that idea. Goat in the moat. Your legs are frozen, you're incredibly cold and icy. What you have to do right now, and listen to me well, what you have to do, Phantom Electricity, you need to find like a sibling or like a significant other or just sort of like a friend, and you gotta press your very cold legs on them and make them go That's what you gotta do. That's the most important thing that you could do in this moment. And you don't need the heating on, you don't need blankie or a hot shower, you need to find a victim. And press your cold legs on them, and they go. That's the evil villain in my mind. Okay. Goat is dead. There's you see? Oh! I need to be paying attention to the details, guys. The details. There's blood on the outside of the windowsill. How did it get on the outside then? How did it get on the outside? He's dead on the outside. They threw him in the moat. Because of where he was. Dead in the water. Where he was. In the water. Dead. Maybe he was underwater? Are you asking me, or is that your answer? He was underwater. Oh, maybe he was just holding his fucking breath. I don't know, dude. Correct. You'll need to clarify what you mean for me. What exactly was Goat doing in the moat? Being dead. Someone threw him. Hold on, I just realized something. If Goat didn't kill anyone, why would he even escape? Because Lion Man set him up for killing that other guy, remember? He had to run away. No, but that's dumb. If he was framed, he should have stayed and cleared his name. True, Bosun, true. But that's kind of funny. That means Lion had to kill Goatman. It does? Yeah, you just said it. If Goatman talked to the cops, he'd tell them they switched places. So then wouldn't Lion have to kill Goatman so he wouldn't spill the beans? I guess that's true. It looks like Lion got stabbed instead. Very mysterious. Let us try to reconstruct what happened. Perhaps it will lead us to the truth. Two men gathered in the armory. Goat is distracted. And then, betrayal! Lion pulls up a knife and attacks. Goat turns around and stops the knife with his mouth. And then he's like, heh, I knew it all along. And Lion is like, what? And... No, wait, Shay, I got it. Right, it was so obvious. There were no footprints outside because Goat didn't actually escape. And the police didn't find him because they had something wrong. They thought he was alive, but he was deep underwater, dead. Oh, I get it, you're right. I wasn't thinking that. It's like you said, Shay. Lion getting stabbed was a trick. The truth is Lion killed Goat.
but he had to hide the body because Lion wanted to frame Goat for everything. So he probably had a bag full of heavy things hidden somewhere. Oh, that's another detail. After killing Goat, he tied the bag to the body and then dumped it through the window. Excellent, that's exactly what happened. Awesome, high five! Yeah, you kids are getting too good at this. You'll put me out of a job if I'm not careful. You think so? I know so. That said, sorry to cut the celebration short, but there's a little something you haven't explained yet. Don't get me wrong, for all intents and purposes, you've got the bad guy. But let's make sure we understand exactly how it happened, all right? All right. Great, that's what I like to hear. Then let's start with this. When exactly did the killing take place? Yeah, it was after the group split up. And then Lion screamed to cover tracks. Stabbed himself. Yes? Well, after killing Goat, you'd need some time to weigh down the body and do everything else. So it must have been before Fox knocked on the door. Exactly, Chief. But if that's the case, what part of the crime scene doesn't seem to make sense? The stab wound. The Lion guy lied. He wasn't really attacked, because Goat was dead by then. The fight the Fox lady heard behind the door was all fake. Correct again. Oh, so if Lion wasn't really attacked, then how was he stabbed? I mean... There is evidence of with the handkerchief. I think Leopard stabbed them. Leopard stabbed the Lion guy before he died. His death wasn't in vain. He led us to the truth. Oh shit. Never mind. I forgot about that part. He was stabbed in the back and died immediately. It says here. Yeah, that's right, Cherry. Leopard's injuries are not consistent with the fight. They suggest a quick assassination. So it's unlikely that Lion was stabbed when he killed Leopard. Which means it wouldn't give him a motive to pretend he was stabbed in the armory. As neat as that would be. Yeah, alright. Himself. He did it himself, it's a trick. Alright, how do you figure? Cause it sounds like that's the answer. Oh, damn it! Compelling argument, but aren't there any other reasons? I know, if Lion had been stabbed by Goat, he wouldn't have been able to dump the body. His wound was deep and people are heavy. He would have spilled blood everywhere. So he must have been okay while throwing the body. Which means the only possible culprit for the stabbing was himself. Or not, maybe that's too much. You're right, boss, chin up. Yeah, you do make a good point there, it is too much. This is where I wanted us to end up. Nobody could stab Lion but himself. But why would he even do that? Goat's body was already disposed of by the time Fox arrived. So why not simply open the door for her? There was a lot of blood. If you think about it, the reason we discovered what happened to Goat was because we investigated the armory. Which only occurred because Lion got attacked there. Calling attention to the place where he killed someone minutes before doesn't sound very smart, does it? This means that Lion must have had strong reason for fabricating this lie. And that's the last riddle of the night. Why did Lion stab himself? I see. There's a mystery remaining. It seems difficult. But if we just think about it, the truth that the treacherous mastermind tried to sink into the ocean. We'll have no choice but to float back to the surface. No choice. Oh, I got it. It's simple. I know what it is. You do? What is it? Floor's all yours, Pumpkin. Send us off with your answer. The blood on the ground. There was blood. Blood. Oh, right. Okay, we've come a long way to understand everything that happened. Let's take it from the top. Starting with our villains. We had two this time around, yeah? Who were they? Lion and Goat, right? Right, this whole thing started when those two made a pact weeks before everything went down. You see, Lion had a bit of a gambling problem and was deep in debt. He reached out to Goat with a plan to swindle a couple fools out of their money. So the night of the party came, the two men riled each other up, which is when Goat brought up the bet. Lion accepted immediately and managed to get a few more people into the ruse. Then everyone went down to the dungeon. The place was searched, but there was nothing to find. And just like that, Goat was sealed away. What did he do then? He grabbed Lion's clothes. They were tied up to a bag that was just outside the window. Yeah, and then he dressed up as the lion guy and put his own clothes into the bag so nobody could find them after that. Exactly, then he played a little trick by putting the book and candle in the last cell. Not really important. After a little while, he screamed at the top of his lungs and hid. Then what? Everyone saw the candlelight from the last cell. They must have thought something bad happened to him because of the scream. So they ran all the way to the end. Everyone except for Lion. Right, Lion was in on it. The whole trick was that the Goat would pretend he was Lion. This is possibly because they all wore masks and Goat had a talent for mimicking voices. So they made the switch, right? When exactly? The group arrived at the last cell one person short of without realizing it. And when they were scared and confused, Goat sneakily appeared behind them. Thus the ruse was completed. Yes, so Goat would keep up the charade for a bit longer as the group tried to find him in the dungeon. And once everyone gave up, Goat and Lion would switch places again and collect the money. Or at least that's what Goat thought would happen. But unbeknownst to him, Lion had plans of his own. He wanted money, but not the chump change he'd get with a little bet. He was looking to get much more that night. I didn't bring it up because it doesn't relate to how the crime occurred, but Leopard and Lion were uncle and nephew. Leopard didn't have any children to speak of, and Lion was the closest relative he had. So if Leopard died, Lion would inherit most of his estate. So what Lion was really after when he made that pact with the Goat was an ironclad alibi. After all, once the switch occurred, everyone would believe that Lion was there inspecting the dungeon with him, which meant the real Lion was free to do as he pleased without accountability. So he went out to the roof and pulled up the rope and bag containing Goat's clothes, and then changed into them. From that point onwards, everyone would see him as Goat. He then went to the party and took Leopard to a place where they would be alone. Everyone saw this, which was exactly what Lion wanted. Oh, but Lion didn't know how to mimic voices, right? Wouldn't people know it was him? Only if they talked to him, but he only talked to Leopard. Yeah, but then Leopard would have known. What if he did? In fact, that would explain why Leopard went along so easily, since he and Lion were related. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if he knew or if he didn't because of what happened right after. Oh, true! How evil! Lion killed Leopard, stole his key, and locked the door. Locking the door was just so nobody happened to find the body. After all, Lion still had things to do that night. He wanted to kill Goat too, right? Because he'd tell people what really happened. Yeah, so he waited for him in the armory. That he did. And why did Goat happen to be there as well? Was that a coincidence? They were going to exchange clothes there, weren't they? That's right. The dungeon trick was going to conclude with the two men meeting in the armory and trading costumes, which gave Lion the perfect opportunity to kill Goat before he realized what was happening. Now, before committing any crimes, Lion exercised a bit of patience. He made sure to let Goat change out of the lion costume and put his own clothes back on. Because if Goat's body ever floated back up, Lion didn't want any evidence linking back to him. Oh, that makes sense. So he waited until Goat put on his own clothes again. Goat, in turn, placed the lion disguise on the table. And then he was killed, just like Leopard was. Lion cleaned the knife and placed it on the table. Then he barricaded the door so he wouldn't be interrupted. Very good idea, as it turns out. He dragged the body beside the window, then took a bag that was hidden in a corner of the room. The bag was heavy. What was in there? The missing armor! No! I did notice it. I did notice it. And a cannonball. Could also use a few cannonballs. Lion tied the bag to Goat's body and threw it out the window, letting it sink to the bottom of the moat. But that's when something very unfortunate happened to our favorite criminal. What was that? The fox girl heard him making a ruckus, so she came to check. And why was that a problem? I see it very clearly when I close my eyes. The villain just threw the body off the window. Someone knocks on the door. A familiar voice is heard. Lion looks around in a panic. There's blood on the ground, on the table. The murder weapon shines in the moonlight. Time stops. What should he do? Should he wait in silence? Nay, he didn't know why someone was looking for him. Perhaps Leopard had been found already. If the fox lady insisted on entering, finding him in that state would be quite incriminating. Then should he grab everything and flee? But officers would surely notice the blood on the scene. With Goat still missing, the case would be too obvious. They would eventually find the body, and most likely the truth. So what then? What should he do? Naturally, he should create another explanation for the blood in the room. He had made Goat a villain already. Perhaps he could do it again. Time started ticking again. The lion screamed and pretended to have a fight with himself for Fox to hear. He took the knife, went towards the window, and full of resolve, he stabbed himself. He threw the knife away from him and threw himself against the window. After all, an unconscious man wouldn't have to give any explanations of what happened with Goat. Blood dripped from his opened wound, mixing with the blood of his own victim. And so Fox opened the door. Time accelerated, people flashed by. And the truth lay hidden at the bottom of the sea. Until now. Wow! What's my score? Wow, I got an A! Even if I've fucked up some parts, I still got a pretty good score because there's just so much to it. I liked that! Yeah, who's the best? We're the best. Criminals all over the world. We're coming to get ya. Hey, you actually aren't that bad at this. I know, that's what I'm saying. Okay, then I guess it's fine if you stay. I was going to anyway. What if you got stuck on a case and cried? I wouldn't do that! Or get stuck? Or cry? Hey, what are you two doing? You just cracked a tough case. You know what I do when that happens? Oh, party popper! Celebrate! Oh, confetti! Woohoo! Yeah, pretty cool, huh? I bought a few of these for the occasion. Nice, can I try one? Sure, why not? Awesome. Okay. Oh no, my hand's slipping. Shay, watch out! Hey, it's not working. Is this thing on? Rookie mistake, Bo. You let the safety on. This is how you do it. Freeze, criminal! Oh, wait, kids, stop. Point them upwards, upwards. Yippee! What a cute game! I really like this game. I hope they make more. That was really fun. I really liked the challenge of the last one. The other ones were like very simple, you know? Even if they tripped me up a little bit, I think for some of them it tripped me up a little bit because I thought they were gonna be more complicated. I like the level of complexity of the last one. That was really good. Yummy, yummy. Yay! Look at their cute little dollhouse. Hi, I'm Rio. I hope you enjoyed playing Little Locked Rooms. Word of mouth is powerful. If you know anyone who might like this game, I'd deeply appreciate if you shared it with them. This has been my first experience trying to make a real game. I'm glad I managed to see it through to the end. Or did I? But there's still so much I want to create. So many games that aren't going to make themselves. My sincerest hope is that with your help, they become a reality. Thanks for playing, and until next time, Rio Lucci. Well, I love that, Rio. That was awesome. And I want more. I really liked it. That was a great way to end the season, I think. I'll say. I'm gonna put some music back on. Let's see who's online that we can go and raid. What a perfect, like, amount of time for a stream. It's very, very convenient for us to just go and, like, you know, chill for the rest of the Saturday. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of people online. Hmm. This is always the difficulty, with, when a lot of people are live, I don't ever really know quite who to raid. I think we're gonna go and raid... Let's go raid Bellsprout. I don't think we've raided over there. At least we haven't in a long time. If you don't know Bellsprout, I made the TTS mascot for Bellsprout. Bellsprout's playing some Silent Hill 2. One way to pick is rating the person with the least viewers. Yeah. I don't know. For me, a lot of time, I have my own methods, and sometimes I'm just like, I follow Gore. You have no idea how many people I follow. It's a little ridiculous. it's a lot of ridiculous, actually. But yeah, I like to also make sure that I check in every once in a while with people that I've, you know, made work for and say hi to old pals and stuff like that. But yeah, so we'll go say hi to Bellsprout, who seemingly just started playing some Silent Hill 2. Thank you all so much for enjoying Noirvember with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will be back on Monday. Oh, you know what? It's time. It's time. Get rid of the hat. Turn the freaking lights on. Turn the freaking lights on in this place. And where are the lights? Turn the lights on. Much better. 'Tis the season to be jolly.
Do I look like I know what a
Oh! Oh! I'll end the stream deep fried. Our raid message, as always, is going to be Apple Parade. Too many Christmas lights. Look at Picard. Oh my god. Owie! Please take care of yourselves. Eat some good food. Stay hydrated. Kiss the homies good night. And stay sexy out there. I'll be back on Monday, okay? 2 p.m. like always. See y'all around. Goodbye. Goodbye.